welcome to the 11th Patches In podcast. I'm sitting here with Hamish.
Hi everyone.
And Dom.
Right, guys.
Your bi-weekly media talking shite fest.
Nice.
Yeah.
You sound really good today, Hugh. What's this about?
It might be these badass microphones.
Ooh, very smooth.
Which are actually recording this time.
They're recording this time, which is amazing.
We've said this before, Dom, haven't we?
Yeah, we've actually have. We actually had, like, I don't know, maybe a 3-hour podcast of recording.
Yeah, almost a week ago.
Major case of deja vu.
Yeah. It was like someone didn't press record.
It's almost like somebody fucked up.
No, it was the computer's fault.
Yeah.
Dom's fault.
But I'll take the blunt of the responsibility this time, so I do apologise.
You're the audio guy.
I am the audio guy. It's embarrassing.
The music man.
We got some new mics. We got some condenser microphones, one each, instead of sitting around a USB mic, because that didn't sound the best.
Yeah, plus we were all naked, so you could hear all the slapping.
Yeah, all the heavy breathing.
Happy slapping.
Yeah, we got a wee mixing board so we can turn Dom's laugh down.
Yeah, my laugh's fucking...
Because it peaks.
Or just all of Dom.
Yeah. You can have a podcast of just two of us, or one of us.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry guys, but here is the ultimate test, right? I'm going to spark a wee can on the new microphone, right? So let's know how this sounds, right?
Okay, ready? Oh, there we are.
That's sounding nice.
Yeah.
It's a full, crisp, lovely, nice, sparking can sound.
Oh, what are you drinking today?
I'm on a Heineken, mate. I'm
just
whatever I could grab in the shop.
and then he grabbed the cans.
I'm not a beer snob, I grabbed the cans, mate.
Grab some Heineken and grab some cans.
Well, we had a wee stream last night, didn't we, Dom?
We did indeed, man. It was a nice streaming day for it. You streamed some FIFA 20. I did some Kingdom Hearts.
Me and my brother Jason streamed the new FIFA, which we'll talk about later, but we played a couple of games, the normal FIFA and the indoor mode, and I beat him every single time.
No, every time you
there's
told
no
us
record of him beating me.
You literally just told us 5 minutes ago that you beat him.
He's making it up. We also streamed Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Later at night, didn't we?
Yeah. As I said, in the previous podcast, it was one of those games that I was really looking forward to, but it seems so goddamn slow, to the point where when we were sitting just commentating, it's like, is this a movie we're watching, or is Dom actually playing the game?
Yeah, I've never actually played any of the games before, apart from when we were at EGX, played the demo.
Yeah, and you've seen that part when we just got to the end of the toy box for it?
The Toy Story bit, yeah, but my god, I had no idea there was so many cutscenes.
Yeah. I even thought myself, I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we actually play the game?
Square Enix RPGs usually have a ton of cutscenes because it's meant to show off the tech they've got.
The engine.
But I've only played the first one, and that's the PS4 collection.
Aye, so the HD one
and
for it?
It wasn't like that, playing that one. Do you know what it might be? The gameplay hasn't actually changed.
It's not?
It's the same gameplay, it's just fucking more random this time. But there's nothing else to fill your time between area to area. So they were just like, cutscene. Most people haven't played the other game, so let's fill in all the blanks here. And then they were talking all these names.
Xehanort.
So much fucking filler story, and you're like, I don't care. Let me go kill some Disney villains.
Did you see what I meant with? Did you see what I mean with the way the characters were acting? It was so backwards. The Disney characters were acting quite serious, while the serious characters were just acting quite Disney. They were very role reversal. It was very strange to have your main character cast act so strange compared to Mickey Mouse and Riku. I'm like, what is going on?
Do you think they've just tried to meet in the middle, but they've went too far on each side?
I think they've had too much time to do this. 15 years. We kept saying that. 15 years for this, and it's
15 it's not 15 years since the last Kingdom Hearts
game.
No,
15 years.
Numbered Kingdom Hearts game. There's been filler,
the ones in
there's
between
3DS games
and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
See, I got that impression as well when I was listening to the story and the cutscenes. I feel like a full-time job keeping up with all this story. And don't get me wrong, if the game is right, I enjoy getting really involved in it, and
you get invested.
Yeah, get invested. Yeah,
it's hard to take Mickey Mouse seriously when he's like that, though. Isn't it? He's angry looking. He's out for vengeance.
We gotta stop saying that.
And you're like,
you're like, what is going on here? Goddamn Donald will never heal you.
I know.
Hugh, can we hear your Mickey Mouse laugh, please? He sounded like a seagull on his last legs, trying to steal a chippy from
my voice does one thing, and it's this. I can't do anything else.
So where could you find us streaming for that?
It was our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/patches in gaming.
Yes, that's really nice.
We shared it on Instagram. We do that every time, usually about 10 minutes before.
Yeah,
but we're going to try and figure something out.
Yeah,
eventually.
If you go on our Instagram, Patches In Official, you can actually turn on the post notifications, story notifications, things like that. That's a good way to keep up with.
I don't know if seen that wee
all
one
the
that was
shit we
pretty
talk
cool
about,
for it as
yeah.
well. I like that wee recording.
The wee
wasn't it?
story you put up.
I need to do it because I can't trust what you guys put up. You know.
Right.
Hey man, did you not see my Yoshi story today?
It was
Yeah, a good Yoshi story. We put up a questions thing, which
Yeah,
we
that's
got
true.
a couple of questions. I think maybe one was
Serious.
serious.
an actual person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for that.
Someone put something up about Hamish being the best, but that person must be blind, deaf, and
Don't say Dom. I can see by your face there.
I was going to.
Oh my god! Right, the guys Hugh and Dom are going away to Japan in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be doing a solo podcast. But Dom, see if you ever do a solo podcast, it
Yeah.
needs to be called Blind, Deaf, and Dom. That needs to be the name of that. It's brilliant.
Yes, I'm taking that.
Maybe the name of this podcast.
Maybe actually.
Right, so we'll be streaming probably again this week.
Yeah.
Watch our Instagram for that.
Of course.
Right. How's it been going, guys? How's your week since the last time we recorded this? You want to just repeat what you said last time, or
No, we'll fill in a bit more detail, I think, of all that and include what's happened this
what's
weekend.
going on in your lives? I know me and Dom are going to Japan in 2 weeks, and I just want to keep saying it.
How man? Where are we going?
Japan.
Going to Japan?
Japan.
Where is this mystical Japan place? I've never heard of it.
I know, it's like weird.
Asia, mate.
Asia?
Asia.
Eurasia?
Eurasia.
Eurasia. I was just about to say Eurasia.
Had to discover.
So
that'll be exciting. I hope you guys keep us updated on the stories on the Instagram.
yeah,
and that.
probably will.
Yeah, probably drunk, karaoke, food,
Yeah.
Oh, you
arcades.
You definitely need to tune into that. Hugh doing karaoke.
Yeah, it'll be.
It's a rare sight. I've known him for a very long time, and I've maybe seen him do it 2 or 3 times or something.
It's like this, except it's more. It's worse. It sounds worse than this.
it's just a wee bit faster.
Yeah,
to keep
yeah.
up with the song. That's about it. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I don't really have a singing voice. I have a talking voice.
Yeah.
This
So
is
you
how
could-
I do impressions as well. You want to hear me do an Irish accent?
Go ahead, mate.
Top of the morning to you.
Mate. Felt like I was in Belfast there.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, no,
Oh, were you going for a Dublin
I
accent?
was going for Dublin.
I'm sorry.
No,
Obviously, like, how could you not pick that up? Though?
I can't do a Belfast accent.
Sorry, if, like,
Like
Gunny
I can
Doll,
do a
that's all I
Dublin
can do.
accent.
Or Galloway Hugh.
Let's get on to that thing
That we do?
that we do.
That thing we try and do.
Yeah, we play games.
Aye, we do play games.
Have you been playing games?
We have been, yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we kind of have to now that we're doing
Yeah,
this podcast.
I'm asking these vague questions, not really getting anywhere.
I'm assuming Hugh's waiting for one of us to talk about games.
Yeah,
that we play.
Dom, what have you been playing?
He's meant to be hosting this week, you know.
Oh, okay.
I just like leading you down like corridors where you don't have actually anything to say. There's
So
just
you got-
long pauses.
It's just more like you're asking us closed questions when it should be an open question. So, Dom, what was the games you were playing this week and did you enjoy them?
So Dom,
That's why Dom's a better host.
I'm better looking.
you're still liars.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
We're recording this like video. Like
That's
there'll
true.
be a video version of this, so people will know what we look like.
That's true.
We won't translate well.
No, we don't at all. So, I've been playing Astral Chain.
Astral Chain.
Astral
Astral
Chain.
Chain. That's
Yeah.
the one that Hugh really wants to play, isn't it?
Hugh
Yeah.
actually gave me it to play, which was nice of him, very nice of him, because he's been talking about it for the last couple of weeks, saying, I really want to start this game. I'm going to start this game. I really, really, really mean I'm going to start this game. And then he just kept going on for the next couple of weeks saying that he was going to do it. And I was like, do you know what? Do you want to pass it to me? I do like my Platinum games. I do like my Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising and stuff like that. So I'll have a wee go over that. And I've been having a great time playing it.
Dom, I'm
Um,
swimming in sealed games.
You're
I need
so many
to,
sealed?
I need to play these damn
Aye,
games.
you do.
Swimming
indeed,
with
man.
seals. That's weird.
Well, I've been playing a game that's 5 years old,
Yeah.
and I've got games piling up. I'm like, I'll just play this
I'll
one.
just-
that
let
I
me
was
just
meaning
have a wee
to play
bit more
5
stamina.
years ago.
So
How it's Astral
you
Chain?
enjoying it, yeah?
Yeah, really good, man. We were talking about it the last time for it, but
That time that wasn't recorded.
by some loser. But I would say that feels really good. The story's just a typical Platinum game for
Yeah,
it.
sweet
I
anime
don't want to sort of go into spoiler territory, but happens mission 2 for it, so I don't think it's really spoilery for
Right.
it.
It's not like a
So,
big twist at the end.
No, it's nothing like a big major plot for it. So, you and your twin sister join the police force that hold these creatures.
Do you get to choose like if your character's male or female?
Yeah, you get to do that and you get to customise them, but you're supposed to be identical twins. But like, I made my guy look like Eminem, so,
Oh, right.
so I'm like that.
As you do.
Aye, so then like, you have like a crazy Japanese sister that's like cutting shapes and that, and you're standing like mute. So depending which character you choose depends on the voice actor it's going to be. So it's going to be
You'll hear the other one.
yeah.
like,
So you never speak. You're a mute. Sort of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's.
That annoys me in games. Like so many games do that. Like
silent protagonist.
I guess it's supposed to be so you invent yourself. It's the same like why Keanu Reeves was such a good lead actor in The Matrix and that. They always say you place yourself in that role for it, and it kind of gets from there.
It's a Zelda thing in it.
Yeah, I think it more. In my opinion, it more comes from just laziness. Like, but also I suppose if you did record and it didn't sound like you would be a bit displaced of that's not me. So I can see
exactly for that as well. But you've got like a few things that happen with that. Like your dad's like a big enforcer of the police, and he doesn't want you to be part of the team that runs what they're called legions. Legions are basically encaptured police units that basically work like ghosts for him. It's very strange for it. So what happens is this world's basically getting destroyed by creatures called chimeras.
Right.
That no human can see for it. They just start tearing up and they take people away and turn them into chimeras, and the future's fucked basically. Apart from this tiny Neo Tokyo place that everyone's got to go there for it.
Future's fucked.
Yeah. So you've got a squad team of 6 people. I've got these legions. They notice that you, the protagonist, have some sort of connection with your legion, what they've never seen before. So, what happens is you've all get taken into where the chimeras come from. They're basically the 30 frames per second land, as I like to call it, so you can do all the tricks and not worry about your Switch exploding.
So, does the frame rate change when you go into this?
Yeah, so it's a lot smoother for it. It's not like bright colourful like the Tokyo for it. So you don't really... You have sort of sections in the game where you have you doing your police officer duty, trying to solve what happened, where the chimera attacked, what it did, and what it looked like. Right,
so that's the 30 frames per second land?
No, that's just the regular land for it. So everything's a wee bit slower. Your chimera will be... Your legion's a wee bit like, you only just sort of use them. You don't fight with people. You're just sort of investigating things. You use your legion to listen into conversations, because people don't want anything to do with you because you're the special brand of police. They're not the actual police. The police are like, oh, don't tell them anything. They'll take all the credit.
Do you identify with that, Dom? People not wanting anything to do with you?
Oh yeah, man.
That way you feeling invested in this game?
It hurts. So what happens is you discover that there's been a tear between realities for it, and they've been taking humans, which is not like them. They usually take just come in, destroy and leave, but they've been taking and changing people into chimeras. So you get taken in there along with your whole squad, and wouldn't you know it, all the legions get taken over and become chimeras again, including your own. So you start fighting your own legion, but that connection that you've had comes to light, that you and your legion have some sort of bond together where you both work simultaneously, and you recapture your legion, but everyone else has lost theirs. So you went from a squad of 6 to protect the world to just one guy. And your dad's like, you gotta escape, I'll hold them back. And you're like, no daddy, don't, no. And then you all escape, and he's left there into the other world for it. So that's the big emotionally grabbing moment. So you're like, fuck.
How it draws you in.
Right. So then they teach you how to control your legion. As I was saying the last time, you get to sort of move it independently. It's not just yourself controlling it. You have to move it with the right thumbstick. You control yourself with the left.
Oh, right, so it's like a twin stick.
Yeah, so it gets very strange to get used to it, but you can start styling on them, which is really good. So
what is the astral chain then?
The astral chain is the link between you and the legion. So there's a big chain, big blue chain.
Do you use that for attacks then?
So what's really interesting for it is that you can wrap people up in this chain. So you, like, when you're doing your police duty, if there's people being pricks, like going like, this guy's he's trying to kiss my woman, you can wrap them up with the legion, because most humans can't see these legions, so they just don't see you wrapping them around with the chain. You pull it down and they get locked down to the ground.
Alright,
they're like, what the fuck? But when you're in battle, when you're fighting other chimeras, you actually hold them down. You can just beat the shit out of them. It's really good for it. There's puzzles where you've got to go between pillars, so you wrap it round like a Z, and you can jump in between them for it. The legion will pull you through. Nice wee mechanics like that. So it's taking the best of all the Platinum games and just sort of condensed them into one game.
I was going to ask, is this the best Platinum game to play?
For the Switch, yes. Visually, it's
I like how you said for the Switch. Like
for the Switch.
Something else on another platform.
Well, there's many games that have on the platform, but it's more that for what the Switch can do, you can't run.
I mean, a Platinum game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it the best Platinum game?
Is it the best Platinum game? I've only played maybe 5-6 hours of it, and I do have a lot of Platinum games I like Wonderful 101, Bayonetta 1 and 2. I did really like Metal Gear Rising, but they take a lot of influences from all of them and put it into like the Metal Gear Revengeance, Rising Revengeance.
So just not yet.
Just not yet. It might get there. It's been fun. It's been really good. Like the characters they have for it. There was like a lassie that runs about as a dog mascot that teaches you the basic tutorials.
Nice.
And she just comes out of nowhere. But she's a bit like, you wouldn't think a mascot could just show up from nowhere, but she'll creep into the scenes and come out from out with, like breaking the fourth wall and that. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cute. But
how long is the game? How far are you in it?
So again, 5-6 hours. I'm in chapter 4 for it, and it's just got to a part where my twin has been taken through as well. She was like all pissed that she's like, Dad's dead because of you. It's your fault. Don't know if your dad's dead. He's been, he's a pretty small guy.
Calm down.
He may have that. He may have his shit together. Alive. He might be. But she's just been taken in. And so you're going after her with your Legion. You're trying to. I'm assuming that's when the aim of the game now is to get everyone's Legion back, so you're at full capacity. Because the Chimeras are just run riot because it's only a small part of the world that's now got humans on it.
So
looks very.
Probably thinking it's a 15-hour game or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Third of the way through.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you can rush through it again and get more unlocks and all that for it. You can change the colour of your Legion for it, and you can make it like an Eva from Evangelion and stuff
That's
like that.
cool.
You can change it to like a
Zone of the End. You knew what that was.
Yeah,
I knows that.
I could tell how excited you guys were, so I was like, if my boys like it, then it's cool. Yeah.
Anime reference, Hamish was like, yeah. I was like, you liar.
You talked about Evangelion before.
So
I tried to pronounce it and butchered it.
Remember, look at the past podcast to listen to that. But you can get ones that look like they're homages to like Gundams and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they've also got one to Hideo Kojima's Zone of the Enders as well. The Jehudi
Zone of the
Enders for it, and it looks pretty cool for it. But it's worth a good play. I do recommend it.
I want it back then.
Yeah, I know you want it back. But you can get
it back now.
Is it only on Switch or is it
only on Switch? And they've confirmed that they're going to be doing a second and third one exclusive for the Switch as well.
A second and a third one already.
Yeah,
like the Bayonetta.
It's Platinum's biggest game they've ever done, and that's coming from the guys that did BO 1 and 2.
Nintendo didn't buy Platinum, did they? They're just funding.
They're
funding
a lot. I think they should just buy them. I want my Wonderful 101 on the Switch, and I do want a sequel to that, Wonderful 102.
I think Wonderful 101. Like I've got, I can't see it here, but I've got something like 20 Wii U games left, and I keep getting rid of the ones that I get on the Switch.
Yeah.
Because there's no point. I'm not going to switch on that Wii U ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, I want that Super Mario 3D World switched over. I want Wonderful 101. I've got that Tokyo Mirage Sessions up there. That's already going.
That's coming.
I can see Xenoblade Chronicles X going as well.
Yeah, because of the Switch.
There's going to be no point in owning a Wii U eventually, except for me and nostalgia purposes or whatever. But Wonderful 101 will definitely go because it's got a cult following. And Platinum as well.
And Platinum are fucking awesome for it. Yeah. Honestly.
Do you know Platinum's the old? I think they're all Capcom developers.
Alright, okay.
Is that who they were? The old Devil May Cry developers or something like that?
The old Capcom ones.
Like Capcom got rid of them and they started their own studio and made a lot of good games themselves.
I'll be honest, whenever you guys say Platinum, it just makes me think of, remember they used to get like Xbox 360 classic games and then they'd re-release them as Platinum. Yeah. So I just think of that and I'm like, I mean, that's a lot of games. Like
that's still sort of a thing. The PlayStation got the PlayStation hits, but I don't think Xbox ever
did not go on PlayStation Classics with the silver sort of one when they hit the Platinum.
Yeah, that's PS2, but I mean,
PS2.
PS4, I think they just do hits.
They're more into trying to make those games that were already out backwards compatible now. So I think they're going to be bothering with doing that kind of thing. But
so Astral Chain, good. Recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it. There's another recommended game that I would like to play, and you probably see me talk about it like tirelessly from it.
Is this some sort of?
It's some sort of bird,
not named
swan. I thought it was a swan.
Yeah, I think it's not named swan. Experience. Yeah, it's called, I think something like that. Yeah.
Not unnamed swan movie.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Birds of a feather. We got it.
So tell us about the Goose Game.
Untitled Goose Game, man, is just my life. It's hilarious. Like just dicking about. There's a goose honking at people, pissing them off.
You've explained this before. You said it was Metal Gear Solid and
Metal Gear Solid.
You said it was two games. There was a Metal Gear Solid game and something else. It's a mixture of two.
Yeah.
So why don't we just listen to the last recording? Oh no, wait, we can't.
Oh, damn.
That's how it's doing.
So I said it was a mixture between like British humour in Metal Gear Solid game, British humour for it.
Ah, right, okay.
And I was showing like on Instagram
Monty
and that.
Python?
Yeah, very, very like cheeky sort of humour for it. It's like nothing that's like, you know, I'm going to offend anyone for it, but
I've heard one of the levels is called Raking a Lake.
Raking a Lake. It's
and you have to.
Did you hear that
Raking
from?
Lake?
Did you hear that from Dom last time that we tried to record?
I might have done.
I think you did.
Might have done.
That rings
So,
a bell with me.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game that I would highly suggest getting if you can.
You're just a goose in this game.
Just a goose. You just run about and you cause mischief. You have
ruin people's day.
Yeah, you ruin people's lives if you wanted to. Ruin people's hats. You ruin people's picnics.
Do you shite in their hats? Is that how
you don't? You don't shite in their
I
hats.
seen the trailer where
that would ruin my hat.
the goose ran up to a guy who was like reading something. He undid the guy's laces.
Yeah.
Then got the guy to chase him. The guy fell over, tripped over. His glasses came off. The goose stole the glasses and ran away. And I was like, that is so cool.
So one of the funniest things about it that you may not know, that the Japanese title for it, I didn't say this the last time. So we've got it called Untitled Goose Game. Over in Japan, it's called Here's the Mischievous Goose.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh my god!
Why didn't they name it that here?
I know.
Why did they give it a name? Like,
I know.
It might not have translated well.
Yeah.
So this is
language.
So it's like
goose without a name or something. Like that.
So this is like an independent game, House that we seen at EGX as well in Birmingham. We didn't get a playable demo, but we did see footage of it, and I was like, that's awesome. And it's an Australian guys that did it as well, which is really strange.
Yeah.
Because you'd think with the British aesthetic, it was like a couple of guys from the UK, but no, it was Australians. But
maybe just appreciate that kind of style. Yeah.
And it's fun, like when you get caught, it plays like sort of like funky music. It's not like, you know, din 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 din. It's just like do 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 do. Oh.
So
I would highly suggest that game.
See if you're caught, is that like game over, or can you run away and hide?
The humans just sort of brush you away, or like if you're holding something, you drop it, so then they'll pick it back up and put it well. But for example, with the guy with Hugh was saying with the laces being undone, his glasses fall, and your goal is to get to switch the glasses round for that guy. So you grab a pair of glasses from somewhere else, you throw it down, so when he drops and falls, he picks the wrong ones up and you put them back.
Right. So is this like a puzzle game then?
Yeah,
because you've got to figure out in what order to do things.
Well, no, it's like how do you progress to the next stage? So the farmer one for it, you've got to make sure that he loses his hat. You soak him, make sure it gets either wet by chasing you into the lake, or you turn on the sprinklers, and then you get him so aggravated that he pulls out a no goose sign.
Whoa!
He goes like
what
that.
What are you going to say there?
So he pulls out. I know. Gets so aggravated that he pulls out a goose sign. You're terrible. Like, he don't get. So he pulls it. He pulls out a sign with like the Ghostbusters or the no goose allowed, and you just wait for him like to hammer in the sign. But you try to get it, so as soon as he's going to hit the sign, he hits his hand instead, and then he falls through, opens up a door that you can continue and annoy the rest of the townspeople.
Before he hits it?
Yeah, so you go, honk, and take him out, and he's like, fuck, and falls through the door.
Can we hear a goose honk here?
Oh, yeah, can you give us a honk?
Honk.
That's you just saying honk?
I know, I can't do noises. I don't like this as a new bit.
What can you do? But yeah, I would suggest that game as well. It's a lot of fun. I mean, and it's only a couple of hours you play for it, and it's quite like it's just like a good wee indie game as well.
It's quite cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, I got it for a tenner.
It's only on the Switch.
Only on the Switch at the moment. It'll probably get PS4 and the Xbox One releases soon.
Maybe on the PC as well, but I mean console. It's not on any other console.
It's really fun, man. The memes from it have been brilliant.
I was going to say there's quite a following for it. I've seen quite a lot of memes in that.
Yeah,
so.
from
us.
Yeah,
we put a lot of memes up.
Also played another game from that indie sort of developers as well. I've never forgotten the name of it.
Should have wrote it down.
My God, this is
completely unprofessional.
Sorry.
Oh, jinx.
So I did play another indie game, Sayonara Wild Hearts. It's called
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yes. So it's a independent game that's done with a pop album. So this game is just like an hour and a bit.
I remember you talking about this.
Yes, and I was saying about Queen Latifah doing the voiceover for it. So it's fun. I don't really want to spoil too much for it because it's one of the games. It's like you need to sort of play to experience it. But it goes through like video games sort of histories, but in a nice sort of story for it. A story about heartbreak mixed in with like a sort of psychological aspect of people going through heartbreak. and how some people deal with it worse than others, and how other people.
So you say it's like a breakup album,
Yeah,
and it's like
There's
every
a pop-
level is a song.
Yeah, and it works well for it. A lot of it's instrumental though.
Is it like the 5 steps thing? Like
no, it's not like
first is
grief thing.
anger
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
It doesn't. No, it's not like that. Which is
It's first denial.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or acceptance or something, I don't know.
Man, you would know.
I probably should. I should probably go on
So
one of
they
these
show you-
courses.
They show you sort of like tarot cards that sort of represent like what she's going through for it as well, and it's really interesting. And I got that for a tenner as well. I do recommend
That's
having.
pretty
Yeah, like if you don't have the money for it, at least have a wee watch of it and see what you think of it.
These are better. Like Astral Chain cost £50.
Yeah,
And Link's Awakening, which shouldn't be £50, was
No.
£50.
yeah,
So these 2 games, tenner each.
yeah. And then again,
That's
it's
pretty good.
experiences for it. So that's what I was playing for it as well. Also, I was playing Kingdom Hearts obviously on the stream at twitch.tv/Patches and Gaming, and we were playing FIFA 20 as well at Patches and Gaming.
That's a good plug, man.
Well, thank you very much.
Alright, Dom's finished.
Oh wait, I'm not finished yet, guys.
He's sparking a can.
I could even see that. How good that looked, man.
It's wild sparking. Hamish,
Hugh.
you've been playing games because you're always number 1 on the achievement list on my Xbox.
Well,
Mr. Number 1.
I'm
they call
so
him.
raging. I spent like, I think I was off work for like 2 full weeks or something, and I was like, right, I'm going to play all these games, and I got like 3,000 gamer score, and I was like, I'm top of my league table. I went on, Hamish has got 4,000 more than you or something. I was like, how the fuck does this guy play games?
He was flexing on you, mate.
I know. I think you go back to other games though, and like try and top them up sometimes, don't you?
It's more just that like there's a few games that you just play and then you play and play and play because you like them, like FIFA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
True.
Whereas I'm more of a I'll play a game, I'll finish it, and then I'll move on and I'll play a new game to see what it's like. You know what I mean?
I get attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this month specifically, like in the past couple of weeks, it's a lot of my gamer score came from a game. It's actually on Games with Gold called We Were Here.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think I said to you guys, like, I think it'd be a really good stream that you guys could do on our on our Twitch channel. Plug time. Twitch.tv/Patches and Gaming.
How many times do you think we've said it now? Like
too many.
4, 5.
Definitely too many. People are.
You're going to
switching
block
off
it instead
now,
of following it.
yeah.
No, please follow us.
Basically, it's like it's like a puzzle game.
Mm-hmm.
You play with, like, you need to play it with 2 people.
Yeah.
You cannot play it single player at all. One person's the adventurer, one person's the librarian.
Uh-huh.
So the adventurer basically gets, dropped in this room. They see, like, symbols on the wall and stuff like that, and the librarian has symbols that correlate to, what they see.
So is it? I'm assuming it's always randomly generated. It's not going to be something that's simple for it.
Some
is
of
this
it, some
a
of
2D
it is.
game or
yeah.
anything like that?
No, it's 3D.
Full 3D
like,
game?
you walk about it, like, I don't know if you've ever played like Amnesia or anything.
Yeah, I played it, yeah.
It's kind of similar
Is it first
graphics
person?
to that. First person, yeah. Like the first one, for example, you see 2 eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to look at the colours of them. There's one on the left, one on the right, and then you pick up a walkie-talkie, and that's how you talk to
The librarian?
person.
Or
You need to, like, hold the bumper down to actually talk to them.
Oh, right.
It's like
Just,
Firewatch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you ever played Firewatch?
No.
Yeah, it's
It's
got
got
like
like
that's got
that,
that wee gimmick. But yeah, sorry.
So
See-
go on.
Me and Ross played it, and we were in a party chat, and it specifically tells you don't be in a party chat because you need to talk to people. So we left the party. It wasn't until after we finished the whole game that I realised, oh no, it's just telling you that because you might be in a party with someone else. But
Yeah.
basically, you need to communicate. It's all
It would have been easier if you were in a
communication.
party check because you didn't have to
You
keep
didn't hold
pressing
the
it.
fucking button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it makes
And
it more
then-
immersive, doesn't it? I guess.
That's it. And Ross took it a step further, and
Over,
he was like,
please.
he genuinely, I was like, oh, well, I can see this over. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Roger.
And then it just went like, I can't tell when you finished speaking over, and I was like, Ross, just shut the fuck up and just tell me how the fuck to open this door.
I love Ross, man. What a
Yeah.
fucking boy.
But that's walkie-talkie etiquette. I was taught that.
Yeah, I know.
You have to go, Roger, over.
Yeah, I was a security
Even if
guard.
it finishes with over, you got to say over. You got over.
I was a security guard for 7.5 years. I know
Stop ignoring us.
walkie-talkie etiquette, right? But anyway, so like, for example, like the first thing is you see these 2 eyes. You need to tell the librarian the colour of them. He'll tell you which symbols you need to press. It opens a door.
All right.
There's loads of, basically he goes through that. There's like mazes and stuff like that. one person, the librarian, sees which way they need to go, and then you tell them. And
do you know why I'm laughing? Because I know you and Ross, and I know you's fucked up, and you's were arguing during this, probably.
No, we actually did really well.
Really?
We actually did fine.
Nice.
How did you get past your better nature that would not to fuck with each other?
Just because I wanted to finish the game, basically.
Well, that does happen when we play games, but like, if it was a real life thing that you two had to work on, you would fuck with each other.
See if it was like an escape room in real life or something like that. Yeah, definitely.
Do you remember that game we played at EGX? There was like the four of us played it. It was
was it Overcooked in Space?
Yeah, Space Nuts or Cat Nuts.
Cosmonauts?
Cosmonauts?
Something like that.
I'm sure it was Cats in Space,
like,
wasn't it?
the guy was like, oh, you have to all like talk to each other, communicate and work together, and you'll get through. And we watched people play it and they were all failing. Us four stepped up, not a word was said.
Never said a word.
And we completed it, and the guy was pure,
you guys are doing really well. What's going on here?
That was amazing.
We're all like a hive mind.
Just drop the controller and walk
exactly
away.
Yeah.
We're not buying the game, mate. We just completed it.
So it does sound quite a lot like Keep Talking and No One Explodes. Sort of
it's kind of like that, yeah. You do need to.
That's a stream like
communicate.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good one.
That
Yeah.
would be fun.
And honestly, I think you guys should definitely stream it. Like,
nice.
I think quite a bit of it is randomly generated, but some of it we noticed because we played through it twice again purely for achievements. Because you get achievements for being the adventurer and
then the librarian.
The librarian. See the first time that we played it, it was like 2 hours or something like that. We finished it, so it was a short game. But second time, fucking 20 minutes because we knew exactly what we were doing.
Yeah, you get that mode.
But they're all different kind of like puzzles, and it's actually quite fun. And there's some bits where it's timed, like there's a room that's filling with water, and there's another one where you're trying to bring out the right things on the stage, and there's this creepy wee thing that follows you behind and gets closer and closer, and I just thought I would love to see you two do it. And then I just got this mental image in my head of like say you were the one that was waiting for Dom to fix the stage. It's like, Dom, honey, I'm fucked again.
Tension in the game.
That's it. There's tension. That was one, but that's and then at the very end, there's a pressure plate and a gate that opens, so only one of you can actually leave.
Oh no!
So I want to see that argument.
That's interesting.
Right, so is that 1,000 gamer score, that game?
You can get 1,000 gamer score pretty easy if you like. There's bits where you need to do it without dying or without failing it, which can be quite hard because there's a bit where you get like pressure plates and you need to walk in a certain way. The other person needs to tell you
which would be safe and which is not.
Go north until like, but only after you go east and blah blah, depending on these symbols. So it can get a wee bit tough. But I got like probably about 900 gamer score really easy in like 3 hours. That was
Games for Gold this month.
It was Games for Gold, yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think there's a second one as well, which I think is only like £8 or something like that. I was thinking about getting it. It looks just more of the same.
Fun co-op games.
Yeah, I thought it was quite fun. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, we'll put it on the list of things we need to stream, which is like 2 pages long. Well, that means a lot of good fun times.
Like I say, it's over quickly. Like you wouldn't need to like leave it and then pick it up another day or anything like that. You could get it done in one night. I think it's a good wee Twitch stream.
Was there anything else you were playing, man?
I've picked up Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, the online?
The online, yeah. There's been an update recently. I think it was like 4 weeks ago or something like that. So it's been out a wee while. Basically, they've added in some rogues. Well, they've added in more story missions, which I've not actually touched yet. But there's also these 3 rogues that you can do. You can be a bounty hunter, you can be a collector, and you can be a trader.
Okay.
The bounty hunter one is the one that I've been doing the most.
And
it's basically as you would expect. Like, you go to a wanted board outside the sheriff's office. It tells you, find this person, and then
what the bounty is, and what I'm assuming most of it is dead rather than dead or alive, or is there any extra incentives to doing that?
Every one of them's dead or alive, but you'll get more money if you bring them in alive. But that's obviously harder because you need to lasso them, and then
other people try to steal them and
try and kill you. Obviously,
and they can even like wriggle out of the lasso and stuff like that while they're on the fucking
just shoot them
and stuff like that. I know. I was thinking about it because I think you get the same amount of XP, and I was like, money. I can get more money later. I'll just shoot this bitch in the face.
There's a free update.
It's a free update. Yeah, completely free. It's just part of the online. Just same with like Grand Theft Auto 5 had that casino update recently. We talked about on our podcast a couple of times ago.
Yeah, because like again, I wasn't a big fan of the online from Red Dead from the get go for it, but then it's one of those games you always sort of like maybe it will get better.
Yeah, it was pretty bare at the beginning.
Yeah, which is so strange because again, like it happens with most online player games. Like if they've had such a but Grand Theft Auto was nearly 8 years now.
Yeah. They had a lot to build on with Grand Theft Auto. That game translated perfectly into online.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is though, it's only Red Dead Redemption. When was that out? That was like November that came out.
Yeah.
And the online was a couple of weeks after.
Yeah.
Like they had a wee delay or something like that.
They did have a beta for it for a while because that's what I played it, and then I played it once it officially came out.
But see back in the day, when Grand Theft Auto 5 went online, it was an absolute shit show.
Oh,
the launch was terrible, and even like a year after. I mean, we're in October now, so we're almost a year since Red Dead Online's been on.
Yeah,
and it's in a much better state than Grand Theft Auto was a year down the line.
Yeah,
nice.
People look at like Grand Theft Auto Online now, and they think, "Oh, that's great. There's loads of content." That's because it's been out for so long. They've been adding to it. You know what I
mean? Can you remember what day one Grand Theft Auto Online was like? Because I can remember I was there.
I don't think I could even get online. I think I tried.
Xbox 360. I can remember going online, and I can remember watching Kev play it, and it was taking forever to load up, and then you finally got onto it. And the first mission you do is it with Lamar? I think it was one of the guys. It was like one of the guy's friends.
Jacks a car.
So you jack a car and you try to race it for it. You go into a race, and the first thing that came up was Kev, number 1 in the world.
Nice.
And then we're like,
nice.
What? And then it was like everyone else was on Facebook. I think we seen that like put it up with Ross as well, saying number 1 for it. And I'm like, Kev, sign out and let me sign in. And I signed in and I did the same one, number 1.
First place.
And I was like, yeah, this is bug to fuck. People were T-posing everywhere.
I love the
so you're like, wow, man. And then
it's
after that hour and a half we had playing for it, couldn't log back in for another week and a half. It was fucking pretty bad.
See, the thing about those online games, right?
Yeah.
And you give them more leeway because GTA 5 and Red Dead 2 came out with such huge single players, all encompassing. That's what you spent your money on.
Yeah, you got your money's worth from that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the online was almost like an afterthought, especially on a GTA game. I don't know if 4 had online. If it did,
4 did. Yeah.
If it did, I wasn't interested in it.
I don't think there was any like story missions as far as I remember.
Shooting, wasn't it? Team deathmatch and stuff like that.
Basically, just kind of like playlists that they have.
2000s online was just team deathmatch and everything.
Yeah.
But like. But you didn't pay for GTA 5 for the online. A lot of people do now, though.
Yeah.
I bet you a lot of people have bought GTA 5 and never played the story.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, because online is just vast.
It's fun. You got so much to do.
Yeah, I do find it quite fun as well, like Grand Theft Auto stuff. But
how does Red Dead compare to Grand Theft Auto now, then?
I mean,
it's different. The games,
it's different. Really? Like I even though it's the same company and it's like basically the same engine and stuff like that, I find them quite hard to compare them because it is a whole different setting, and there's definitely going to be people that like one and not the other, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're worth me picking up eventually.
Well, would it be the story or the online that you'd be interested
I'd probably just be interested in the story.
Yeah, Marston's story's really good.
See, I bought because I was looking so forward to Red Dead Redemption 2, I got like the Legendary Edition or something like that. Like, I had a ton of Microsoft points, so I got like 20 quid off from that. And then I went on CD Keys and I bought these like £20 vouchers for like £8 and stuff like that. So I basically got the Legendary Edition for like the same price as I would buying it digitally, the standard edition.
Yeah.
But digital game buying bastard.
That's just what I do, mate. But honestly,
you need the plastic, mate. You need the plastic.
Nah, it's convenience, man. I don't want to leave my seat to change a game. Fuck that.
I know. I get that. I'm like, I wish I bought this online.
But honestly, like, see if I'd paid full price for it and just played the story, I would feel like I'd got more than my money's worth. Honestly, like I really enjoyed the story that much.
I really liked it as well.
Game of the year for me. You know what I mean?
Really?
Absolutely. You know, God of War was close, but Red Dead just did everything that God of War did a wee bit better, and then a bit like then other things that God of War didn't do.
I don't remember Marston shouting "boy" quite a lot though.
Well, no, but in Red Dead Redemption 2, Arthur if you've got a male horse, you'll say boa.
That's right. He's a good boy.
You're a rad boy.
It's almost the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true.
It was boy versus boa.
You putting a lot of time into the online then, or are you just stepping in and out?
Yeah, I'm playing it quite a lot now. They've also got like this, and every game is doing it these days. They've got like an outlaw pass, so it's like you level up and you unlock things. You do that normally, but then you can pay gold, which is like the pay for currency.
Yeah.
Okay.
To get like extra stuff.
What's the? Can you earn gold in the game without paying money?
You can earn a lot of gold in the game. Like you can earn it every so many levels. You'll get like a treasure map, and there'll be loads of gold in that. You get gold from doing daily objectives, and even if you do like daily objectives every day, you get like a multiplier on your gold. And
how many games do you think you have daily objectives on now?
Too fucking many.
Yeah, you don't have enough time in the day to do them all.
I mean, I get enough of my dailies from my mobile games I play.
Tapping away.
Mobile games are really bad for it because they need people to start coming back. And
do you remember when we were excited for Anthem?
Oh.
Yeah.
That died instantly.
Anthem seems like one of the games very much like Destiny. I'd like to play the campaign, play through the story, but I don't see me playing it after that.
But then there's not even a story really to it.
They cancelled a whole lot of it because it obviously didn't sell because they banked on people buying it just because it was because the same people that made
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
But then it was also the same people that made Mass Effect and Andromeda.
Yeah.
So
well, that was EA's fault if you look at because EA tried to make No Man's Sky and then I'm getting off topic, but they made Andromeda within like 18 months.
Yeah.
That's why that game felt so bad.
Do you recommend Red Dead Online then? Give it a go?
Well, definitely. Like, I mean, there's a lot more to it than that. You know what I mean? Like there's the bounty hunter role, and then you've got the trader role as well, which is like if you guys have played any Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and you basically have supplies in Grand Theft Auto 5. It's usually like drug running or something like that.
Or you're grabbing a car for a chop shop or doing things like that.
Good old fashioned ways of making money.
The hard graft that we used to do when we were wee, you know. Basically, you've got a camp online, and you'll give animal parts to your camp, and then the guy cleans them up, and then you'll deliver them.
Yeah,
and that again, same with like Grand Theft Auto. If you're doing like a long delivery, other people can fuck you over.
And take it
over and stuff like that. So there's that, which is fair enough. It seems more of a kind of background thing. There's not like an actual story to it or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a collector role, which is basically just you'll find collectibles like arrowheads or antique bottles in various places,
legendary skins and stuff like that.
And you'll sell that to women. Like so, the bounty hunter one is definitely most involved. There's even like I say, I think it's been going on for 4 weeks. I think we're on the fourth bounty now, but there's like legendary bounties, and they're just a bit more fleshed out. Like there's a wee story behind them, a wee cutscene and stuff like that. Yeah, and a bit more to it. But it's definitely good. I find it a lot of fun the online, and even the whole state of the online is a lot better. When they first started the game, everyone was just
killing each other,
griefing each other. Like killing anyone that they saw and stuff like that.
That's what I got. That's what I remember.
But I've been playing it, the past few weeks or so, and I think twice maybe I've had someone just shoot me out of nowhere. But then you just get your arrow with a stick of dynamite on it and shoot them in the face, and then
that sounds amazing.
Then they fuck off.
They're dead.
I'm gonna spark a wee can before I talk about my next game. Right?
Alright, ready guys? This is the Heineken maneuver.
The Heineken maneuver, that is brilliant.
I think you appreciate that one. I could see him not laugh there. Like, oh my god, that was
sparking cans.
See, the next game that I have been playing though, I don't think you guys are going to like this, but well, you'll like the game.
Aye.
You won't like my reception of it. Devil May Cry 5. I gave that a chance.
I gave like I think I said game of my year, game of my year, game of the year. Game of everyone's year. Should be given.
I know what
Hamish, I don't think you'll say anything negative about this game. I think you'll love this game.
You don't remember last time we tried to record this?
Well, it's because I didn't hit record. I just forget everything.
I just did not like it.
Summarise why you didn't like it
in 2 words.
Gameplay sucks.
Ooh, that was nice. I thought you were going to say it's shite.
Nah, give it an actual reason. Like,
that's good then.
You see the videos, like the cutscenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And even like the
Did you get
setting and the lore and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I was like, this is really cool, man. Like, this is, you know, something that I could be interested in.
Yeah.
But I'd be interested in seeing it as a movie. But the actual gameplay parts, I was just like, I'm just pressing buttons. Hurry up! I want to see the next cutscene. It was just unsatisfying.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel.
But this was your first take on the Devil May Cry series, isn't it? Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, I've never played a Devil May Cry game before.
So I was aiming for it as well.
That's weird.
Isn't it? Well,
Such
but then,
a big game series.
but it's because you got it in gold, I'm assuming, as well.
I think it's on Game Pass.
Game Pass,
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's the reason why you didn't.
Even then, it was like a Game Pass quest. Like, I'll get so many achievements in this, and you'll get some points. And I was like, fine, I'll slog through this shite.
Oh man, that's hard.
I didn't go in with that
mentality.
But I genuinely just.
Shows a diversity of game liking in this room.
Yeah, it's true. What it is, well.
The thing is, though, like it's obviously a hack and slash. You would call it hack and slash, yeah.
Aye.
There's other hack and slash games that I've played and I enjoy, and even the combat, like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just
didn't take to you.
Yeah, it just
is it maybe Nero? Because I think we said that. Did you play any more after we're talking about it?
I only played like the first few.
Because I think there's three
Nero
types of gameplay.
Yeah.
Dom will know more.
Like Nero, Dante, and some other guys.
V is like basically uses the summons all the bosses from the previous games and uses them as minions. But he's a very Edwin Allan Poe poet. He reads poems while he's doing these attacks.
Right.
Dante is obviously the main protagonist. You right, Hamish?
I was looking for a clock. I thought it was a clock.
I thought you were looking for a reason to stop talking about this.
Camera and just have you just blow at this and just.
How was the gift like?
Me looking for a good Devil May Cry game.
There's a few over there.
Where Dante is, he's the main character in most of the game series for it, apart from Devil May Cry 4, where it was Nero and Dante for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you probably would like Dante's playstyle more, if you can sort of slog through Nero's, because like his one with the arm, was it more like try to use that mechanic and your arm explodes and stuff?
It wasn't even that. It was just, I don't know, like I was hitting enemies and it wasn't satisfying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's strange.
But like I really did like, you know, like some of the early cutscenes and stuff like that one in the van and stuff like that.
The opening cutscene, very Deadpool.
Yeah. It was really cool, man. Like I really enjoyed it.
Oh, Steve,
it's not a can.
A wee sneaky
it's
bottle.
not a can, it's a bottle.
But yeah, I would say like if you
Spurka bottle.
I would say if you can try to see if you can get up to Dante and see if you get up to there and see how you feel, and then
give it some more time.
See if you feel for it.
I mean, I've got so many games though.
Do you just play Game Pass games now? Is that your main thing?
No, I've got like, how many is it? About 500 games ready to install. And the reason that I've stopped buying games is because they keep coming on Game Pass. I'm like, why am I buying these if like I've got a backlog of hundreds of fucking games? Like,
yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, game I'm going to talk about later.
Well, why talk about Hamish? You done for your games?
Pretty much,
yeah.
Devil May Cry shite.
Yeah, okay, we'll just leave it at that.
On Hamish saying that.
Hugh, what have you been playing, you sexy son of a bitch?
Well, I'm going to talk about Bloodstained first because this is 3 months in the making. I think if you go back like 4 or 5 podcasts,
I think if you go back to Devil May Cry, actually,
the original. Yeah, I'm like excited for it because it was coming out at the end of July, and I was like, I kickstarted it in 2015, paid all my money, got all the extra stuff.
Yeah,
nothing arrived.
Yeah,
3 months went by, nothing. I emailed Kickstarter and they said, Fangamer's dealing with it, and I was like, I didn't know Fangamer were dealing with it. I don't even know who Fangamer are.
Yeah.
So I emailed Fangamer and they're like, alright, cool, just fill in this form, we'll send it to you. Alright, okay. And even then, after that, it took weeks for them to send it out.
Yeah.
Because it came from America as well, obviously, so it took a while.
That is actually another game that I played a very small part of, purely because I saw it was on Game Pass. And I said in our wee chat, like, is this the game that you're waiting on, Hugh? And you're like, yeah, fucking taking ages. And I was like, I need to play this just so I can say I've played it before him. Like, you did kickstarted it, waited months for it, and I still played it before you.
I paid £100.
Such a weird flex.
I paid £100. I got
but you get your name in the credits.
I got my name in the credits. I got a special slipcase that
does look nice.
The Kickstarter people can't, like, I put it on the Instagram if you want to have a look. Instagram.com/patches unofficial. It's there. I put it up. I don't think anybody except the Kickstarter contributors got it. And then I've got a whole load of other stuff coming out. But they like I think I've got a CD coming with like a pendant and loads of other wee tatty stuff.
Yeah, I think there's something in the game as well when you're at the start menu. Enter backer code, so you must get something in the game as well.
I get like kit, like
so you're paying
armor.
to win this game, Hugh. God's sake.
Nice, man.
No, we've got a big topic about that later. We're going to talk about that. I'm not paying to win. I haven't put that in yet because I downloaded the fucking Game Pass version. I haven't opened mine yet because I was like, do I need to open this? And I was looking at the back and it has got some things like codes, and I was like,
colours and stuff.
Fine, I'll open it. But I've been playing other games. Well, I played Bloodstained right up until the first boss.
Aye.
Got stuck in the first boss and got mad at the game and turned it off.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, but I'll go back.
First boss.
Yeah, like I was mad anyway.
I just walked up to the first boss and just hit it. Like even though you're getting hit, you can kill
Yeah,
it
yeah.
so quickly.
I didn't even give it much time.
Excuses coming in.
I was just wanting to try it out. I was like, I want to see what if I paid for something good. And yes, it reminds me of Symphony of the Night, which is one of my favourite games ever. And this is it's everything I wanted them to make. Like the art style or the weird menu stuff that he does with his Castlevania games. Like I didn't back Mighty Number 9.
No.
But after that came out, I regretted backing this.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck. Mighty Number 9 was a disaster, and I'm like, this is going to be a disaster, and I've paid loads of money for this. But coming out 3 or 4 months later than I expected isn't a huge deal because it finally came.
Yeah.
And I don't regret it now because I actually enjoyed the first level.
You don't feel like it's a disaster, do you?
No, the first level was a lot of fun. Like,
yeah, I did have a wee touch on it as well, and I really thought it was fun. Mechanical wise, it felt really good.
The music's great as well.
The music's phenomenal.
The music's really good. Like it's got that Castlevania type story as well, which is just sounds ridiculous. Yeah. Vampires and all that stuff.
You're like, yeah,
and everyone's okay with it. Everyone's just like,
everyone's like, yeah,
all right,
okay,
let's deal with this then. It's like, why aren't you going?
Why aren't you shitting yourself?
Why
what
are
the fuck?
you going mental? Like, what the fuck, vampires? What?
I'll try and get to it because the games I've been playing, I completed the game I've been playing, so I'm going to get to this one next.
So, what was the game that you completed, mate?
Oh, we're going on to that now.
Yeah,
I played that brand new game called The Last of Us. You've ever heard of this game?
I don't think so.
No, you ever heard of this game?
That must be brand new.
Well,
it's brand new.
Must be brand new.
Last of Us remastered. Brand new.
Yeah, Last of Us remastered for the PS4.
I also find it funny that like you decided to start playing it. You said in the chat like I'm going to play The Last of Us, and then 2 days later or something like that, it was announced.
Last of Us 2.
PS Plus Last of Us Remastered.
Yeah, Last of Us. Is it March 2020? Is the
Last of Us 2?
I got the physical copy super cheap anyway. Yeah. And you know me, I like my physical.
Did you get it in my work?
I think I did. I bought it off Dom when he worked in cash generators.
Yeah.
Someone else bought it for full price, and I bought it for like $4.99.
People are going to be able to track him down now with that
I know.
information.
Holy shit.
No, fine, nothing interesting.
No, about that fucking loser.
Wait, Hentai House?
Hentai House.
If you want to know what that means, you need to watch the streams. Completed it tonight, 20 minutes before this podcast.
Well, that's interesting.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was great. I really did. And do you know why? Well, it is a great game with nitpicks.
Okay, what are the nitpicks?
It's maybe a survival game, innit? That's what it is. You might feel like you're always on the edge.
You shouldn't be able to just walk through and kill everything. And
I played it in normal, and I felt like Superman half the time.
Yeah.
Like Joel just kills people. Like,
well, but he's got to survive.
The only time there was like 2 or 3 times I was overwhelmed, and the last time was the very last part of the game. Well, spoilers for a 5-year-old game, but like Ellie's in the hospital. They're going to like cut her open and take the stuff out of her brain to make the vaccine. And there's like loads of soldiers protecting the doors. That bit annoyed me. That bit took me 25 minutes because they all had assault rifles.
Do you not get like one-shotted from the clicker things?
Yeah,
it's been years since I've played it.
I didn't find the zombies in quotations that hard. I also didn't because they're
throw a brick over there.
The behaviours were easily.
Like, well, you were playing it on normal as well.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't want to play it any harder either. I just don't like.
Understandable.
Did you find it creepy? Because you're not
the
biggest fan of horror games.
No, I shit myself and turn it off.
I was trying to be nice, but
like. No, it wasn't that creepy either. It was tense, good atmosphere. Like it did that thing that all zombie things do, and are the zombies the real monsters, or is it the humans?
The humans
the
inside.
humans you meet in this game are creepy fucks.
Well, it's because all humanity's fucked anyway, so that's the way you look at it. Like, they go back to being animal.
Yeah, see the
animal
last
from-
kind of third of the game, you meet that guy David.
David, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I couldn't really gauge him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was like,
That
just
is
a weird.
that is a bit of a trope though, with like
Yeah.
apocalypse things and zombie things. Like, it basically turns out that in that kind of situation, humans are more of a threat than the zombies or whatever
But that's what would happen. Survival of the fittest.
Absolutely, yeah.
I beat this game in 3 sittings. I played between 3 and 4 hours every time, so I think I'm about 12 hours.
Yeah.
12 hours,
that-
and I completed it.
That seems about right.
But
And that felt really nice.
Yeah, that's about Uncharted. If you want to ever start that, that's how it sort of feels.
I thought this game would have been about twice as long, with a lot more tedious zombiness.
Yeah.
The zombies weren't in it actually all that much.
No.
They were in it at certain points to add a bit of tension.
Yeah, I think The Last of Us has always been more about it's the content, not the not the length of it. Like,
That's what I say to all the women.
So like, I really liked the relationship between Joel and Ellie. That was kind of cute. Like, he
It was
the
nice
guy
sort of
trying to.
get over the death of his own daughter. At the
He
start of it.
wasn't trying to get over it. He was just not thinking about it, and then she made him get over it. Pretty much.
Yeah, denial, mate. The first step that we were talking about earlier on.
And the characters in it were excellent. And this has actually made me like, I'm now wanting to look into The Last of Us 2, because I just avoided everything to do it because I wasn't interested in it because I hadn't played the first one. Now I'm like, I'm really interested to see where this goes. The game does feel like Uncharted. Like, it just is like, it feels like Uncharted. The shooting, the characters, the way he moves and stuff like that. And Joel is he not voiced by the same guy, Nolan North?
Well, Nolan North voices everybody.
Is it Nolan North, or is it the other one?
Nolan North.
Nathan, he does Nathan Drake. Nolan North.
Is it? It might be him. I know there's like 2 famous voice actors that do.
There's only 2.
No, there is.
Troy Baker.
Troy
It's
Baker and
It's
Troy
Troy
Baker and
does
Nolan
Joel.
North. Yeah.
Troy Baker does Joe, because
honestly, Hamish, there is only 2 people who do the voices.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker's
Not like the Doctor Who
Voice
Baker.
I was good. Oh, okay.
Is
And
that-
Nolan
I was
North does
thinking Doctor Who.
Deadpool.
Aye.
Yeah.
He does have it.
Because he's in the actual game as Nolan
There was
North.
something I was looking at the other day, and Nolan North is in.
He's in the Avengers game. He's doing a lot of voices now.
that's
as well.
what it was.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
No,
you would.
I'm actually. Oh, we'll talk about that after. But I'm actually looking forward to that now because I saw more gameplay and I was like, "Ooh, that actually looks really good."
So with Last of Us, you are excited for Last of Us 2 now?
Yeah, like the shooting, the combat felt really nice.
Yeah.
It's super tight, and the lack of bullets. You were like, I've got to hit him in the head with this.
Yeah.
Like, I've got to get him right now.
That's the tense.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like Resi.
I
Like
got
how
my
I felt for
adrenaline
it.
up a bit. Like, I didn't like spike it. I wasn't like pure scared or anything, but I was like on
edge.
on
Make
it,
this count.
in the zone.
Yeah.
There was some parts I was just annoyed at the human characters. Like,
You're like, why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
some of them are dumb.
Yeah.
And you're like, why are you doing that?
That's humans for you.
Yeah. And then the bit where they meet the 2 guys coming out of the city.
Yeah,
the guy and his
the
brother.
Fireflies, what are they called again?
No, like they're looking for the Fireflies.
Fireflies, yeah.
And like it's like a guy just younger than Joe and his little brother, who's a bit younger than Ellie.
Yeah.
And the younger brother gets bitten,
Yeah.
and like the older brother has to shoot him, and like kills himself like straight after. And you're like, fucking hell, game.
This is
Come
deep,
on.
man.
I know, like I just try to shoot some zombies, man.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not too far away to the second one,
Nah,
is it?
it's
What
not.
You said, Dom?
March
March
2020.
2020. Yeah.
So in a couple of months.
I know it's a 5-year-old game, but it still looks.
Are you gonna
I think it's even older than that actually.
Yeah.
'cause
Are
I
you,
guess they-
are you going to wait
PS3.
till March 2025 to buy and play Last
No,
of Us 2?
Hamish.
No, here
Well,
you
it may
go.
have to wait in a queue behind like Final Fantasy VII remake and
there's a lot of
Avengers
games.
and
There's
all
a
those
lot
other
coming out.
games coming. The early next year seems to be full of games.
Yeah,
like
they're
they're getting away for that November, October.
Yeah, they want to do it. Like they're trying to get that Avatar money. Like,
Yeah.
they call for like that Christmas afterwards for
I
it.
think Avengers will make that Avatar money.
Oh yeah, I think they will, man.
But
Well,
because
so
I've got something else I want to say. Because I've got a Pro, right? A PS4 Pro.
Ooh.
And I wasn't playing it on my main TV, I was playing it in my games room,
Yeah.
which has only got a 1080
Yeah.
TV. I know, poor me, only got an HD TV in this building.
There's 3 monitors in this room, mate. Like,
Yeah, one's ancient. I've
that's
got
just
a-
so you can play those
8-bit
light
games.
gun games, man.
Actually, Hamish, that is one of the reasons I've still got
shit,
it.
yeah.
I was like, I want to play Time Crisis. But because I've got the Pro and it's on an only an HD screen, not a 4K screen, it's got some settings. Like, so you can set it to like 60 frames or 30, or you can set it to like, I don't know if it goes up to 4K, but it's that 1440,
1440
or 1080.
Yeah.
So obviously on a 1080 screen, I just put it up to 60, and that game runs so nice, and
So
everything
smooth.
still looks amazing.
Nice.
Like I like.
It just shows you how well the game engine was built for it, so it runs that
I
well
have
for
a
it.
feeling that when they made the game for like the end of the life PS3, they
knew.
knew that they were going to release it on the PS4.
Yeah, I think so as well. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean, you
so-
see how good the Last of Us 2 trailer has been looking for it, and you're like, they were future-proofing that from the PS4 up to the next gen for it as well. You can tell that that's what they're going to be doing.
But I'm glad I eventually played it, because I played the first.
I'm so surprised it took you so long.
Yeah, I know. Mate, I don't like zombies. I essentially don't like zombies.
It's one of those games everyone says like, oh, you need to play this.
It's like,
Especially like when it came out, everyone was like, you need to play this. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
kept you
but
waiting, huh?
there's so many games. You know, like we were saying.
I'm actually I'm piling. Like, I've got a lot of PS4 exclusives, and I'm piling them up and going, right, I need to get through these.
Yeah.
Like, they're only 10-hour games, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't need to, because you don't need to play anything, but I want to get through these games.
Essentially, what might be a good idea is to stream them. Like I've been doing with Kingdom Hearts, gives me a reason to actually finish that game.
We could, well, that's a good idea, but I just want to show people how bad I am at games.
Everyone's gonna know eventually.
I know, that's true.
I mean, they've seen you, if they watched the FIFA stream, they've seen how bad you really lost.
Hey, I won.
Against Jason, but with the other stream. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where we played 10 games and I won one of them?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, like, I played online and I was just getting absolutely
Oh, right. I
hammered.
thought you meant against Dom.
No.
I don't think Dom was a big
Dom's
FIFA player.
Guns, mate.
No, not Dom.
Online's a different animal. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, especially because FIFA's so new.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about FIFA.
Yeah,
I
that's
bought
what
FIFA 20.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
I think I've bought every FIFA since like
It's like a no-brainer.
04.
Like,
I even think before that my mum and dad bought them for me.
Hmm.
So I think I had FIFA 97. That was my first love.
I loved FIFA 99. You
Yeah.
could just go and tackle the keeper and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Have you ever played an old FIFA? You think they're all the same?
You really notice it though. Like
We should do like
A retrospective?
because
Yeah.
I think I've got every FIFA from like Mega Drive.
Oh, you got FIFA 95 on the Mega Drive?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
that was
I've
the
got
advert. That's the
somewhere.
only reason I remember that.
Yeah, and like they're obviously
FIFA
completely different,
95.
but like it's so hard to play.
Yeah.
The old ones are awful to play.
it's the same with most old games. Like
Yeah.
I think we've tried to play wrestling games in the past. And Hugh,
Attitude. Sorry, Warzone.
Hugh,
I give up, man. I hate wrestling
me and you
games.
tried to play a fucking UFC game on the. Was it PS1 or PS2?
Yeah, it was
or
PS1.
something like that?
It was a PS1
And
UFC game.
you literally you just walk up to each other and then one of you get a submission. Like
Yeah, you press. There's not even a get out of submission. I just put you in an arm. I press triangle. You go in an arm
just
bar.
press a
and
that's
button
it.
and then you submit the other person. And that's just like, oh, we'll match over. Like, what?
What kind of game is that?
Anyway, FIFA 20.
Yeah, FIFA 20. That's the thing about FIFA 20. Everything else is more interesting than it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more because it's just kind of the same old song and dance, apart from a wee bit more tweaks in it.
A few tweaks in the gameplay department.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
A new sort of Volta mode as well.
Volta is like the indoor mode. It's like futsal.
We've had a lot of fun playing that.
Yeah, we
when
played it
played.
online, didn't we?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
we had
like
a good laugh.
10-9. The
Yeah.
game finished. It
Why
was
is it-
actually fun.
Why is it called Volta mode?
I think Volta's like FIFA's like the governing body of football. Volta is the governing body of
Street-
futsal.
Futsal.
Someone told me that. I don't know if it's true.
I think it
I'm
is,
not going
'cause
to
it's
check
like
either
it's-
because that's not what we do.
Yeah,
We
but I
don't-
mean,
just
if
spout
you're
nonsense.
listening and you're curious, then
You check.
look it up yourself, man.
I don't know.
Hamish
Not
has
your
got other.
fucking
Hamish has got other things to do, like shit on Devil May Cry 5 more,
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
drink more beer and get this
and then
podcast
shit on
done.
some more games.
Yeah, but FIFA, it's not tons to say. I'm not an Ultimate Team player because I got burned on that shit the first year it was out, and I was like, oh, why can't I transfer my stuff? Oh, I'm never playing this again.
Yeah.
I've only spent, X amount of money. Why can't I bring it over? Like, well, because it's a different game, even though it's not a different game. Is
It's
it?
not.
Really?
It's not. They could definitely transfer you over.
They
I
definitely
played-
got in a lot of trouble though with the Switch one. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've seen from that.
Well, it's the Legacy Edition. If you I knew about the Legacy Edition because I have FIFA for the Vita,
Yeah.
the PlayStation Vita, because I was one of the 4 people that bought one of them.
Remember Vitas?
Yeah, mine's sitting right here.
Oh, look at that way.
Look at that! Look at that! It's
Is
almost like we planned it.
Oh, is
so
that? Hold
dusty,
on.
man.
Can I have a wee look
Actually,
at
it's
it?
not actually dusty.
Can we look at it? I want to see what the charger.
Don't-
Oh man, it's the old school charger.
I don't even know where the charger is. That's probably why it's sitting there, because
I do have a charger if you're looking for one, man.
actually it is dusty if you look at it.
Because like when they introduced the USB chargers for it, man, like they sold so crazily for
Yeah.
it. The old chargers they had for that was ridiculous.
Sony's awful at that, making their own bespoke stuff, and you're like, oh, I've lost it now, so I'll never play
Cheers,
that again.
cheers, Sony.
Like Apple.
Yeah. Aye, like Apple, yeah.
Is
just
this
exactly.
how interesting FIFA is? We've went off topic twice.
That's twice.
We had a good 25 seconds of FIFA talk.
FIFA
Anyway.
Legacy Edition,
Yes,
right,
sorry.
is they'll get like on the Vita, I think the first one was FIFA 11,
Yeah.
FIFA 2011, and then for FIFA 2012, all they'll do is update the team rosters, release the same game, which is fucking ridiculous.
I can believe
Because
that.
on the Vita, I know they didn't even change the player ratings. So like if you had a player like Rooney, one year was 90, and the next year he was 85 because he declined a bit.
Yeah.
He was 90
He was still
in
90.
all of the legacy games.
Yeah.
So they released like 3 legacy games for the Vita, and I bought FIFA 2011 on it, and I was like, I'm never buying a FIFA on this ever again because there's no need to.
Yeah.
You've got that game.
Yeah. And that's what they do on
It's
like
actually just the names that are different.
see the PS2 now, how they're releasing FIFA until like FIFA 2015 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they were doing. They were taking like the FIFA 07 or 08 and just updating rosters, calling it Legacy Edition, releasing it at full price. Which
It's ridiculous,
is
isn't it?
crazy,
Yeah, it's
how
crazy.
they like, even if they said look it's 20 quid, it's half price.
Aye.
You'd be like, alright, I get it.
That's a bit justifiable, you know what I mean?
It's more justifiable. It's still shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, why not just like most games do? And like, to be fair, some EA games do. Just have a download of the updated roster.
Yeah.
You could literally just
Mate,
do that same thing.
Well,
Yeah,
how are
what-
you going
what-
to make millions of
Yeah.
pounds and dollars?
I'm talking from like a consumer point of view. Like, why wouldn't you just do that? But obviously, it's
Yeah.
to make.
I'm going
money.
to tell you why.
Yeah.
Because EA don't give a fuck about the consumer.
No.
Companies want to make.
I
money.
know you just want to defend EA.
No, I just want to say like, I mean,
yeah,
they're,
I
they're
know.
doing what they're meant to do. A company's meant to make money,
But they can still be more pro-consumer than that. But like that, it's the weird thing because the Switch is the hottest console right now.
Yeah.
Like it's outselling the Xbox and the PS4.
Yeah.
It's like everybody wants one. This Christmas, the Switch Lite is probably going to fucking sell out.
It's going to sound like
Yeah,
hotcakes.
Yeah, so like you'd think they'd make a bit of an effort and put like an updated version of FIFA on it.
But
like,
they
'cause FIFA's just going to sell huge anyway.
They don't like doing things third party for Nintendo. EA have
I
always
don't
had that issue.
Yeah, they don't like the Switch
I don't think FIFA's gonna really come into that at all. Like,
No.
because it's portable, mate. Like I think a lot of kids will play FIFA.
Yeah.
I know, but what I mean is like those kind of kids, they'll be getting them bought as presents and stuff like that from parents that won't know these kind of
Yeah.
They'll
things.
just buy the
exactly.
Legacy Edition anyway.
Yeah.
It's just one of
It's like,
those.
oh, that's the newest one. Okay, buy it. Like they won't know that.
I'll buy this for my Nintendo.
It's a bit unethical in it.
Yeah.
Because Legacy
Yeah,
Edition
yeah.
doesn't tell you what it is
Aye,
or what
yeah.
it
It
does.
just says 20 and you're like, that's the one
That's
the kids
the new
asked for.
yeah.
So
Aye, yeah. I mean, I bet you that most kids won't even really know the difference because you would need to really kind of
probably, I know.
play
I think
which one.
The thing they'll be annoyed about is they'll go to their friends who maybe have a PS4 and they'll be like, how have you got all these other options?
Why have you got these?
Yeah.
Why have you got all these other modes?
Why is that? Why are these players looking a lot better? on
Aye,
FIFA?
why is this player's model completely different from this player's model?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Like-
the animation smoother? Why is everything
Yeah.
Yeah, like
better? Basically.
I know it's only FIFA. I know a lot of people have that opinion, but I actually like FIFA.
Yeah.
Well, obviously a lot of people like FIFA because it's still
massive.
popular enough to
Yeah,
And it's
be
been
able
getting.
to
It's been,
remake their same games.
Yeah.
every year.
but
Do you
it's
like
got.
the memes that I've been putting up?
Yeah, I've been liking those ones.
Those
See
ones are
what-
excellent.
the Spider-Man one fucking broke me
Yeah,
up.
that's like FIFA 20 pointing at hundreds of other Spider-Mans.
Loved that one.
the
The
Gordon
SpongeBob
Ramsay
one.
one
Where did you put these memes up here?
on our Instagram, Hamish.
What's our Instagram page?
I think it's at Instagram.com.
.com.
It's Instagram.com. Well, it's Patches Unofficial.
Yeah.
Just search for
No,
that.
no
on
one goes to
Instagram.
Instagram.com. Everyone goes to Instagram on the phones. And just Patches
Yeah.
Unofficial. That's what it is.
Patches and official.
We put up cool memes and
Not cool memes, dank memes.
dank
Dank
memes.
memes,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm too old.
Oh no, yeet memes.
You're slipping here. You're
I know.
slipping. Man.
Got me slipping.
Memes and all the shit that we do day to day, which is really
A lot
not
of
that
shite.
interesting. Well, it's kind of interesting to,
Hamish, you're
to-
ruining this. You're ruining this.
to a very niche, you know, certain people. Yeah.
Oh.
Cool guys.
So is it FIFA's FIFA?
FIFA's FIFA. It's good.
Okay.
It's what I wanted. I like pro clubs with friends from work. That's still fun.
Yeah.
Even though these options that I like, they're not getting updated because they're putting all the money into Ultimate Team to,
make them more
iron
money.
out or squeeze every penny from every little kid that's playing Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
Which they better hurry up because it's probably going to get banned eventually.
I think so as well, the way things are going.
I think Ultimate Team will be the first casualty of gambling laws in lots of different countries.
Hopefully
Well,
it
you
does.
see, Rocket League is doing. They used to do crates.
Yeah.
And then you had to. Well,
is it keys you needed?
You could earn keys, but you could buy keys. But they're doing away with the home crate things.
Yeah, that's because of the Epic deal.
Yeah, and now it's like blueprints that you get. So basically, instead of getting a crate where you buy a key and you use a key and then you find out what you get a blueprint, which is basically it'll tell you what it's going to be.
Right.
Which, to me, doesn't make much sense because when they give you that blueprint, that still seems randomised. So it just seems like it's
a band-aid for a wound.
It's like the random part is just a step before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of weird
inconsistencies and loopholes for these laws.
That's obviously what it is. Law is obviously very complicated, so they're clearly just thinking, how can we get around this? You know what I mean?
It's a Judge Dredd reference, Hamish.
I am the law.
I am the law.
God, turn that down.
So,
Sylvester, just calm down, please.
I calm down. Excuse me. We're trying to have a podcast.
Now we were on anti-consumer stuff. I'm just segueing away from that.
Very quick. Before we segue.
Before
we segue. Can I spark a weekend?
How quickly did you drink that last can?
It's only been.
Well,
I'm gonna edit these like 30 seconds apart.
Ooh.
I don't think you need to edit anything to, make it look like I drink fast. I think natural is fine.
Drink fast, neat ass. That's Hamish's line.
Hey guys, you've all heard of the Tom Clancy?
Yeah.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Biggest game that he ever did, Tom
Ubisoft.
Clancy one through Ubi was Splinter Cell. When I got into that, and I fucking loved the Splinter Cell series.
Splinter Cell was amazing.
It's moved on a lot since then.
Yeah, with the Ghost Recon series and that.
I've bought a few Tom Clancy games.
Yeah.
The Division.
Boring. Yeah.
That's my opinion of that. Boring.
I've not played much, but I hate those games where it looks realistic, but you need to put 3,000 bullets into someone to kill them. It's just ridiculous.
Very, very unrealistic.
Either be realistic or make it
shoot
fantasy,
an arcade. Make it fun.
Did you play the last Ghost Recon game?
No.
Wildlands?
Yeah,
I did actually. I played a wee
boring.
bit. It was alright.
Boring.
I never played much of it at all. I played a wee bit, but
I played Siege. That was fun.
Yeah,
but there's such a long gap between matches. Boring. Boring.
That's also quite different from the home.
Yeah, that's not the game I was going for. But they seem to be moving towards this ultra repetitive, bland, boring version of Tom Clancy games.
So Hugh, what you're saying is boring?
Yeah. Also, they're going to try and charge you for every single little thing in the game.
What I'm worried about though is you've had a few people come out recently. No, I say recently, in the last couple of years, wanting to charge for everything. They've wanted to do it. They've slowly been doing it.
Yeah.
With cosmetics and that. And then I even jokingly said, you know what? They're going to eventually start charging you for clips.
Yeah,
it's going to be like
for
going
ammo.
out paint. Yeah, it's going to be eventually like going out for paintball for the day.
Which is bad in a single player game, but in a game that has PvP and PvE, it's letting you skip full levels. You can buy the best guns. It's pay to win.
It's pay to win.
It's 100% pay to win, and I know they've backtracked massively because it's backlash, and I know there's a lot of movement there to try and make themselves look good because they backtracked, but they still went for it. That's they're showing you where they want to get to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they want to make want to make all the money.
Death by 1,000 cuts, they're getting you every time. There's a wee bit further on.
See, I don't think that's where they were wanting to get to. I think, and companies have done this before. Mm-hmm. I think they over exaggerate. What they put out. Ridiculous standards of pay to win, basically, and then there's obvious backlash. There obviously would be, of course. You know what I mean? It's expected, and then they dial it back a bit,
And, they want
and then
the prize.
everyone cheers.
Everyone's like, "Oh, great!" But that's really where they wanted to be in the first place.
We've got the same opinion. They eventually want to get to that point where they add more, and they want to incrementally don't take it back as much.
Yeah, well,
they want to eventually get to that point where they're trying to sell you everything.
Well, that's the thing, because it is so prevalent these days, where there is, microtransactions. That's becoming the norm now. That will eventually be the case. I'm still very against that.
Why don't they just release the game as free to play with all that added? Because it probably make the same amount of money.
I mean,
they'll make. They want all the money.
Yeah,
that's what they want. But
what I would say as well is, like, you would look at games to say that certain games don't sell. These games don't want that. People want this. People want to have PvP games. They want multiplayer games. But then you see games that have been like the best-selling games in the last generation, like Spider-Man, God of War,
The Last of Us,
Uncharted 4. I mean, that's just a few like single-player games for it. Never mind all the independent. What the independent games that have came from it that have sold very, very well, and extremely well. They didn't need to have that sort of crutch. They make the game worse.
They didn't need to monetize these games. Like, they didn't monetize these games as much as these other, like, these PvP and PvE games.
Yeah.
The Tom Clancy games have a certain niche.
Yeah. They have their fans.
Yeah,
like that as well.
The fans are getting
way pissed off,
squeezed for every penny, pretty much. Because if you go on and you're a big serious Division player, Division 2, Ghost Recon, because it's probably going to be the same guy that buys those games. Like, if you go into like whatever their version of the PvP part is, and some guy just fucking mows you down straight away with a machine gun that you can't reach yet. You're going to go, fuck this, I'm going into that store and I'm going to buy the one higher than that, and I'm going to go back in. That's what they want you to do.
Yeah.
And it's also peer pressure, because if you see someone else with that stuff, oh god, I need to get that stuff too.
I think we touched on that the last time with the Gears sort of one for it, with the skins. They sort of get you this sort of like the community. They want you to be inclusive. They don't want you to be excluded from the crowd.
Yeah, so if your pals have all got, like, say I came in 3 months late into Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
And you're all.
There's like the Gears tour where it only lasts a certain amount of time, and then you can get these certain skins which are actually in like the main campaign. So
because I think we touched on that the last time for it as well.
It's not even like they've added them in and made them, but like you said, what if you came into it?
That's their excuse that they gave for there's a thing called time savers, which skip levels, because you obviously, it's like an RPG.
Yeah.
You obviously have to go up to a certain level, so they've got you.
They got you by the balls. They really essentially got you by the balls.
You buy them, they're called time savers, and it'll skip you to level like 50, say, and then there's one that skips you to level 100.
The problem is, this is not an MMO RPG. But this is what the problem is for it. Like, these kind of games don't have to have that. Like, because like when you try to play a game like that, it's not plot heavy. It's not those type of games for players, but they're trying to make it like a WoW subscription for it.
Yeah.
And the problem is that it comes out buggy, comes out fucked up, and then they go, oh well, we've got money anyway. Fuck yous, buy the next one.
Like Anthem, where they released it. No one. Well, the people that bought it got shafted.
Oh
because not enough people bought it, so they stopped. They want to stop releasing updates and stuff. But my point was, if they've got time savers, there's obviously a lot of time wasted in the game.
Exactly.
Because like, the people are just going to buy that. It's not going to be this just.
They specifically make the game where you have to grind it.
Yeah.
Like an inordinate amount of time
to unlock,
so that it incites you to pay money to skip all that.
I really hope that this game doesn't sell as much as they want it to.
I don't think it is.
And I think that's horrible, because the people that make it aren't the problem.
No.
Well, see, that's something I was going to say. Like,
the developer
I think it's the publisher that's forcing this onto the developers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, put these in our games. Like, they honestly
they over monetize these games,
but they seem like they're just out of touch. You know, I suppose like old people that don't really know the market and don't know.
Well, they know business, I guess. That's how they've got the money for it, and I mean that's the way they see it. They think the market.
Well, maybe, but
they don't want to stagnate. They've always want to have going up.
But that goes back to like talking about God of War and stuff like that. Like there's plenty of games that can make an absolute fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
without having these kind of things in it. And
the
if they,
crazy monetization.
And if the publishers really had the confidence in the developer's game, they shouldn't feel like they should have to put these things in.
People keep saying that you're paying £40-50 here or $60 in America for a game. That's not enough anymore. And it's like, how is it not? We're not asking for $200 million games.
I think that's
like
why
no one said to them, all right, because graphics aren't the be all and end all. So if they're pushing technology, like, okay, release your game for £80, £90, £100, but you're going to sell this.
I mean, it goes back to like when Dom's telling us what he's playing Untitled Goose Game, cheap game, but he's enjoying it because the gameplay and stuff like that.
It's because, like, what's the point of me spending money on a game that's wanting more money when I can buy 5-6 independent indie games that deserve my money, that are not wasting my time and are giving me a satisfaction at the end.
You'll get just as much or more enjoyment out of it.
That's a big deal with these games. I think there's a lot of wasted time in them. And like when you play like I was playing The Last of Us, there's no wasted time in that game.
That one of the games is like the pacey, it doesn't hold your hand that much.
It's all killer, no filler.
Yeah, exactly.
I made that saying up right there, by the way.
Did you?
I've never heard that before.
I mean, I don't think that's a Sum 41 album, but still.
I think you can compare this to movies, right?
Aye.
What's the most expensive movie ever made? Avatar or something,
Avatar,
right?
I think.
Say a $200 million movie, right? A cinema ticket is the same price as an independent, film, £1 million movie, $1 million movie.
Yeah.
Like, they don't go, Avatar's tickets cost £50 now, and this one cost $10.
But sometimes though, with movies, that's like a hook for a lot of people. Like
the gimmick, because you got to remember, it was like when they released Avatar,
the budget was $300 million and stuff like that. So,
but
a lot of people think, that must be really good then.
Remember they did that with Avatar though, that a lot of them were saying you need to see it in 3D, and they hiked up the prices by 25-30 quid, and people were going out their way to see that.
I don't remember the price hike because I went to see it in 3D.
I didn't see it in 3D. I refused to go and see it.
It was really good.
I refused.
I
to
never
see
saw it in the cinema the first time. But I saw it in 3D.
I wouldn't say it was really good.
No, I didn't like it.
I really enjoyed it. The 3D was excellent.
It was cool, but
I remember the first time I watched
Fern Gully.
Have
you seen Fern Gully?
I have, but when I was wee,
the first time
sorry, this is a segue.
What's a segue from Gully?
But do you know that Robin Williams fell out with Disney because of Fern Gully? Because they asked him not to do it.
Alright, I thought he fell out with Disney because
Aladdin.
He didn't want to be the main attraction of the Aladdin film. He didn't want to be the main guy, like the one that they did all the marketing around.
Well, I remember
they made him the main attraction.
I remember hearing that he explicitly stated in his contract that they weren't able to use his voice. After Aladdin, like they can't make another film without him, signing off on it and stuff like that. They can't, rejig his voice.
He even had like a lower budget, like a lower pay to do it because he wanted to do Fern Gully for it as well.
And Fern Gully's hilarious because he's a rapping crazy bat.
Was that the?
It's like fairies. And I was like the sludge one? Monster. Yeah.
Was that not Tim Curry?
That was Tim Curry, man.
And he sings in it.
Brilliant. I
love
that.
We need to watch that. That's going on YouTube. We're going to watch that film,
I
right?
love that, by the way.
Buy that.
But then we used to say, like, for a movie that's like that, you'd have like that much money. Yeah, you should be paying extra money for it. I mean, like, I would completely agree with that. Like,
Blu-rays all cost the same, pretty much.
I mean, they don't matter for that.
DVDs.
It goes by how new it is, not by the film.
Yeah.
It depends. Again, like you would say, how good is this movie worth my money? It should be the same critique you would have with a game. Is this game worth my money? Yeah. Is this game going to try to take as much money from me as possible? Then that game's not worth it.
My big thing for games now is this game worth my time.
Yeah. But then that's why they want to sell you time savers. But then if you're putting artificial grind into games, then your game by default is a shit game.
Assassin's Creed had it as well. But Odyssey had a double XP.
Yeah, but then
you could buy.
Remember what we was
when
we were saying for Odyssey as well. When we first arrived at EGX last year, people came by, were walking about with the Odyssey shields, and we're like, "Oh, guys, how was that game like?" Fucking shit! Don't waste your time.
We played it as well.
I kind of enjoyed it because I like those kind of games.
Yeah,
it was. I think the demo was shit.
The build was shit.
I also like that setting. You know what I mean? Like
Greece. Yeah, it's
like Greece and the what was it? Origins as well in Egypt and stuff like that. I was like, that's cool, man. I like those kind of settings, but
you can understand like why their frustrations were.
Yeah, that's not to say like you can forego making a good game. Just
Ubisoft.
Cool setting.
Ubisoft, EA.
Hugh, I heard that Ubisoft is like your favourite company.
They've done a lot of I like all companies. They've done a lot of good things, but they tend to
Where's my goddamn Prince of Persia game? I want another one of them.
Oh,
The
you
games
got
are
it, mate.
fucking awesome.
You got it, mate. It was called Prince of Persia, and it came out in 2008. Did anyone buy it?
I bought it.
No one
and
bought
I
it.
fucking
You know what?
hated it. It done me. So this is the reason why I'm completely against transactions for it. Like, you know, added DLC for like the epilogue of that game.
You had to buy it.
You had to buy it. I bought it, and it was an extra hour and a half, and most of it was a cutscene, and it didn't actually finish the game.
That was a big thing they were doing, because Asura's Wrath, a game I want to play for the 360, it's like an anime beat 'em up game thing.
The ending's locked
Everyone
off,
knows that the ending is DLC.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? It's only an
bullshit.
8-hour game as well, and like the ending is DLC.
It's bullshit.
I'm in a bad mood with Prince of Persia games because the last one I played, I just got stuck. Like not I got stuck. It was a glitch.
Oh, is this Two Thrones?
I can't honestly.
Or is it Warrior Within?
I can't remember.
Just
I think
Prince of Persia.
Maybe in Warrior Within.
Yeah, was it the
I
pure
think
one
me
with
and
a
you played
downshot?
that.
Is it the one that was like the? Oh, what was the music?
No, I'm in this room and then there's this boss who's meant to jump down from like a.
Capella?
Well, he's like in a wee separate bit, but he just wouldn't fucking jump down. Like
Just didn't like look at you.
the first time I did it, I died, and then anytime I ever, but that's my checkpoint now, so I'd need to start the whole fucking game again to do it. And I was like, oh, fuck
I think me and
you,
you
Jake
played that.
Gyllenhaal.
Oh, is that the Jake Gyllenhaal game?
I don't know
No,
if
no,
it
no.
is. That was the first. Like I can't remember Prince Persia's name.
Mysterio.
I remember
Damn
me and
Mysterio.
you playing one on the Xbox years ago.
Sands of Time?
No, it was.
It was one after Sands of Time.
That's Warrior
Sands of
Within.
Time was fun. I like
Sands
that.
of
Yeah, I
Time.
liked
I've got the.
It was after that. I'm sure it was after that.
It must be
collection
Warrior
for
Within
PS3.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like yeah.
I might play that soon.
But yeah, when it comes to games like doing that, no, there's no way of justifying having the same amount of price. Either, like, again, we had this discussion, see, with fighting games. Like, if you're going to be charging, you know, full price for a fighting game, actually have a full roster.
Oh, that reminds me. I bought Gogeta.
You bought Gogeta for Super?
Yeah.
Or Fighter, sorry.
Yeah, I did. It's awesome, by the way.
He's really cool,
And
man.
by the way, I
Everyone,
bought
you
him.
You can turn off at this part because it's all shit.
Like, the DLC for that game was
You just
perfect.
skip 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes from it, guys.
And I think we mentioned this before, because the game came out with a full set of fighters. It was so popular they made more.
Yeah.
Gogeta, the Broly film, came out after Fighters,
Yeah.
so he is a new character. They didn't have him like in the backup.
Yeah,
It was-
it's fair enough if they're adding stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not if they've withheld stuff and then releasing it at a later date.
Yeah.
And he was going to buy it.
But you know what? Since we're
Not
talking
not the Dragon Ball game, the Tom Clancy game.
well,
God,
yeah, well, that's what I was going to say.
Ross wants to buy it, doesn't he?
The only reason that I'm thinking of buying it,
Yeah.
my boy John Bernthal's in it,
Oh.
and he's
John
awesome.
Bernthal doesn't give a fuck about games. He
No.
got paid.
Yeah, so what? He's
Mr.
still-
Punisher?
Yeah, man, yeah. Frank Castle, mate, he's awesome.
Oh, you mean Thomas Jane?
No.
You mean
But
Dolph
the
Lundgren?
new
What about when you Advanced Warfare were like pumping out that it was Colin McGregor was on it and that as well?
Conor McGregor, you mean, mate?
Did I say Colin?
You said Colin.
Damn it!
I thought you meant Advanced Warfare, like Kevin Spacey was in the first one, wasn't it?
I think you mean Infinity War.
Infinity
War,
War.
that was Infinity.
How many games are there, man? Jesus Christ!
So many. Isn't there?
One of them, it has war in the name.
What's it good for? Absolutely nothing, mate.
That war game where people shoot each other.
Are you getting Modern Warfare?
I played the beta. And
Shane
I think
Shane
it's
says
out the day we go to Japan.
Yes, Shane says he was going to get it, so I'm not getting it.
It's honestly quite decent, and I quite liked it. I think Ross was saying he was going to get it.
Do you know why I'm not going to get it?
Why?
Because I think it's out at the end of this month, and when we come back, Pokemon and Star Wars Fallen Order come out, and
too much shit going on.
it's not going to be.
You know what? I'm actually not going to get Modern Warfare because I'm pretty sure Shane says he's going to, and I game share with him on PlayStation. So I don't need to.
I just said I wasn't getting it because he was going to play it,
Yeah.
and he was like one of the worst griefers for a fucking modern warfare game.
For an old man. I don't even. Shane listen to this podcast.
Fucking hope
Does
not.
Shane listen to this? He's got a lot of free time in his hands. He's only got 19
He
kids
was
or
he was
something.
watching
Why are you
Twitch
asking
last
me?
night on the shitter. He's like, right, that's me done. I'm like,
That's because he spends like 2 hours.
I
on
was
the toilet,
literally
I
just
think.
going to say he
Yeah.
spends most of his time on the show.
Yeah.
that's true. Which is bad. Ooh.
He'll come over to mine to hang out, or I'll go over to his or whatever, and it's like, right, going to the toilet, and it's like, oh well, might as well just go home, make myself some dinner, come back, and then you'll be done.
God damn.
Do you know it's literal shit talking, Shane?
Yeah, if he does listen to this, fuck you, Shane.
I don't
there you
think
go.
I don't think he does.
Nah.
I'll make him. Right?
Make him just listen to this bit.
Just this specific. What time are we at? Dom? I'll send him these minutes.
Any other game news you want to talk about?
We're
We'll talk about. There's some news. It's not games. Rick and Morty season 4.
Oh, well. Oh, we could talk about PS5, actually.
I
They've
want
actually
to talk
announced
about
it.
Rick and Morty first.
Oh, and
Or
what's
whatever.
that? Grover Saves the Universe. That's got free DLC out as well.
Yeah.
Is it? I still need to get that because
I've
that
not
was
bought it yet.
was it Justin Roiland that made that.
Yeah. The last The last PSVR game I got was the Astrobot rescue mission thing, which was meant to be absolutely amazing. I've only played the first couple of missions. I'm not.
Yeah.
Everyone says this Astrobot's amazing, but
I
like a VR game where you look around and you see shit.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like you use the controller and you look at your wee Astrobot and you run through a level. You know what I mean? Like
it's because it's from it's a top-down perspective sort of one for
basically.
Oh, Mike's going everywhere.
Right. It's a top-down perspective, isn't it?
It's not like completely top-down, like bird's eye view, but it's like kind of isometric.
Yeah, it's sort of like you're looking onto it there, like it's like an AR sort of like.
And I don't know, like just to me that seems like
pointless.
Why not make VR? It's meant to be immersive, you know what I mean? Like have first person, but
maybe it gets to that eventually.
I mean, it looks fun enough, and it's like honestly, everyone that I see on like forums and stuff like that love this game for VR, but I don't know. I'd rather be in.
That sounds like you're wrong again.
I'm never wrong, mate. Listen to every podcast, people, right? And you will never hear a wrong opinion from me.
No, you will.
No. So, anything else you want to talk about, man?
Yeah, Rick and Morty season 4.
Woo! Did you see what they announced for it though? They're releasing 5 episodes.
Only 5 episodes?
No, 5 episodes on the one night for a launch.
Aye, but is it not like only 5 and then?
No.
How long until the next?
It'll be weekly after that.
All right.
So there's another.
I thought it was like 5, and then it'll be months later for the rest of the season.
No, 5 episodes launch time, and then it's a week for the next.
That's awesome. That is really good.
Yeah, I fucking love Rick and Morty.
I can still rewatch Rick and Morty.
It's weird, isn't it?
I rewatch it all the time, man.
Like season 3 is a bit funny at some parts where it can be but then a 1, 2 are back to back. Brilliant.
People say that, but I don't really notice. Like some episodes, you're like, this isn't that as good as the other one, but the other one set the bar pretty high. So like,
any show, there's going to be good episodes and
exactly.
not as good episodes.
I watched the first 2 episodes of season 1. Obviously, I went to start, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. It was the one where the dog got a helmet and he was smart. So I was like, I don't think I get this show. And then I watched on, and then there's just classic episode.
The dog got the helmet. That's
dog got the helmet.
What a great
dog gets smarter.
Description of that episode.
What's even the first episode again?
It was when they just
first episode.
You got to stick the stuff up your butt, Morty. Way up your butt, Morty.
Way up your butt, Morty.
We've got no charge left.
It was alright. Like the first 2 episodes were alright, but then the rest of the seasons was great.
The first episode, even
it's a pilot.
For most shows, really, the first season.
Because Rick and Morty did sound a bit strange in those ones, especially Rick.
Yeah,
they definitely refined it. You know, what I mean? Like
they stopped doing the burping thing.
As much.
They made it like
a
main thing.
What is your favourite Rick and Morty episode? If you had to pick one,
what's it
Meeksies and Destroys mine for the Meeksies.
Meeksies is good. What's the one where all the
Total Recall one? It's not called Total
Recall.
Total Recall.
That's also one of my favourites.
The one with like all the
memories.
Yeah, that one's fucking amazing.
I really like that. That's the first one that pops into my head if someone says,
we're not doing the improv ones again. We're just going to do this instead. Fucking fourth wall.
Multi-dimensional cable.
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, those are amazing.
2 brothers.
Ants in my eyes, Johnson. I got ants in my eyes.
Not Total Recall. I'm thinking of something else. What's the one with the?
Okay.
There's like a parasite.
Oh, that is Total Recall.
Is that Total Recall?
Yeah, because you bought me the deck builder game.
The game, yeah.
You go all the weird.
So what's
characters.
That second one then? It's not interdimensional cable. What's the second one? It's they do another one.
It's
Morty's Mind Blowers.
Yeah, Morty Mind Blowers.
But no, Total Recall definitely.
Is that the one where it's like everyone's trying to remember what's happening and then more characters
meet Mr. Poopy Butthole
and
there's like
it's a classic
photographer Velociraptor and stuff like that. That's just sort of I really like that. What about you, Dom? What's your favourite?
Meeseeks and Destroy is like my classic one. I love for that, but I just like Mr. Meeseeks.
Yeah, that was.
And
good
then like it's good for that, and I do like also the one where you go into Beth's imagination sort of land that she had that she thought she made up when it was Rick created
psychopath.
It's very interesting sort of characters, and then
the guy that
shags them,
fucks them and then
eats the offspring.
Yeah,
that's mental. That shit. I love it.
And just that one line with like whatever you say, Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's just like I don't know why I said that. do you know what? I'm owning it. You're just like,
what do we say? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I just like the fact after that episode there, they just put a big picture up of Stone Cold Steve Austin just on their Facebook and Twitter. Like,
have you played the Rick and Morty VR game?
We were actually speaking about that between bathroom breaks there.
Yeah.
I've got it to my left here, and we were saying we were going to do a stream of it.
It's be fun. It's like
there's a lot to it. Like the actual kind of like story mode is over fairly quickly, but there's a lot of like
Easter eggs and stuff.
There's a lot of like trophies and stuff like that you can get doing other things. Even once you finish the game, you can do more and stuff like that. Like that could be a lot of fun.
I was super impressed. I played like 10 minutes and I was like, whoa, they give you the watch thing, so when you held your hand up and you could see it was the weird perspective, it looked 3D and you're like, oh,
that's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
But yeah, that'll be a fun game for that as well.
There's bits where you open portals and you can like move your head in and out and stuff like that, and you can see it. It's really cool.
Suits that environment.
And that,
yeah, no, it definitely goes well. That's why I really kind of want to get Trover Saves the Universe or whatever it's called.
So that's created by the same guy that created Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland.
Like I've watched the trailer and stuff like that. It's the same humour, it's the same voices and stuff like that.
Because is it a tree's yelling at you and that as well? Is it like something's yelling at you, telling you fuck you?
Is it the sun?
Yeah, something like that.
Say, hey, fuck you, stop with fuck you, buddy. And you're like, what the fuck?
It does look like a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I'm going to get that too.
Is there any other ones, man?
The PlayStation 5 got announced.
It's weirdly announced. It was because
announced for a while.
The
date was announced.
Officially announced.
Yeah, it's very, very strange for it. It's sort of like we all thought Christmas 2020 was going to be it, but then it's like they came out because I think it was the New York Times or that were running an article and like saying that exclusive, it's coming out for holiday 2020, and they had to sort of go. Okay, we better let them know what it's about for it.
We all knew that Xbox and PlayStation were going to have a new console next Christmas.
Yeah, we're not.
That's going to happen.
Scarlett's announced, and
they're both going to be around the same power, and they're both going to be backwards compatible with every game in the line.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably buy both again, because
I might just buy a PC, man. If I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of fed up with all these ones. I said that last year, but then because of the interest of the Switch for it, and I did buy an Xbox One when it first came out, and was like, there's no fucking games for this.
The first iteration of Xbox One was
garbage,
terrible. I know you might disagree, but I hated my Xbox One.
I hated
it, and even now, my Xbox One X does my fucking head in.
Yeah, it can be a bit funny.
My Xbox One was fine, and then when I got the X, I just gave my Xbox One to my brother, and he still uses it.
I gave mine to wee Rob.
I gave mine to Ross, but he's got an X now.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's done with it, but I honestly hated the Xbox One.
Once they fixed up like the interface for it, it did get a lot better, but it still has the issues of crashing for it. But
it
still,
was less powerful on the PS4.
Yeah,
the original iteration could only do 900p in a lot of games. It wasn't even full HD. It was the UI was slow and shit, and it looked awful. It looked like a big old. Looked like one of them, the big old VHS player.
You can't say one of them if there's.
I then described what it was.
A VHS player. So
a Super VHS ET.
Did you see what the descriptions were given for the?
Yeah, I saw the concept art, and it looks like one of them. You know how you used to see like this is what the PlayStation 2 is going to look like, and it was just like a PlayStation 1 with sharper edges, and more buttons.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like that's never going to be what it looks like. But this looks weird. It's like a
U.
A U shape, and it's got like
that's not real,
steps.
Nah, I don't think it is.
Supposedly it's been patented by Sony. I don't believe it. I don't believe it'll come out like that.
I saw that like a week ago before it was officially announced.
Yeah.
Like someone commenting on it like, no fucking way, this is it.
Yeah.
I saw that before I saw Sony actually announcing it. So I don't think it's. I think it's
a box
thing.
They were talking.
It'll be a box. It'll be a simple console. Shape.
They were talking about the controls and how they're fixing up the L2 and R2. They're going to have their integrated trigger buttons for it. That certain games will just like have a bit of feedback coming from it as well.
More resistance and stuff like that. Yeah.
But it's more like with certain games will build up a resistance for it. Right. So when you're pulling for it, so other games will be just loosey goosey.
It's like a trigger being like bang bang bang. But
so like, in the
if you're climbing something, it'll be a bit tougher.
So it's game contextual then.
Yeah. So there's like an actual
cool. That's actually a controller upgrade.
But then that was on the blog that it sort of released saying that there's this. I can't help it. See now that I'm moving.
Now you're trying it. That chair is awful, and I get a new one.
But yeah, so I don't know. I'll have to see for it. But it's like if they launch this holiday, the holiday season with it, and they've got all these exclusives. Say they go, by the way, Dom, Spider-Man 2. I'll be like, fuck, I'm going to buy it.
No, I think Insomniac were bought by
Or-
Sony lately. So
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, for like, if they say,
for the PS5,
yeah.
I thought we were talking about Xbox.
no, Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. If they go, yeah, I'll be like, fuck, I'm going to have to buy
That's
that.
100% coming out for PS5.
Or it's the big rumour of whatever they're going to be doing with Rocksteady for it as well. If that's an exclusivity for the PlayStation, like a new Batman game or Superman game, or
Looks like
whatever.
Court of Owls, doesn't it?
I was
Owls,
going to say, well, the only thing that I could see, we actually put this. Well, I put this up on our
Instagram.
Instagram, Patterson Official.
symbol.
Aye, there's like 4 symbols. There's been 2 videos, I think,
Yeah.
as far as I'm aware. The last one to me looks like a demon's head. A demon head's obviously the name of the like Ra's al Ghul, who's called the
Or
demon's
Raj
head.
Al Ghul, as some people would say.
Everyone says, like, even Batman even the
the
Dark
movie.
Knight trilogy says Raz, but it's Ra's.
It's Raish.
It's Ra's.
It's 100% Raish.
Yeah, but
Raj Al Ghul, yeah.
that's the only thing that
Fucking stop that. Doom.
that's the only
Chop
thing.
poo.
That's the only thing that I can make
Flemish.
sense of. Whereas, like the other symbols, they could mean anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Court of Owls, which I've just read, is excellent.
yeah.
Is one of the biggest stories for the past couple of years, so I think it's probably one of the best ones to go
I
with.
think I said it on the caption. Like, I'd love to see a Court of Owls story, but
And then I said, who gives a hoot?
But
who knows? Man?
I thought they were going away from Batman games.
So that's what I was thinking
I mean,
as well.
Isn't this the first post in like 5 years or something like that? Or
Yeah,
3 years or something like that?
There was a rumour they were doing a Superman game.
Yeah. And then they had the concept art that they ended up turning out to be Injustice, though.
Yeah,
That was a
that's
big
true.
thing for it.
Yeah.
Superman's a hard sell
Yeah.
because he's so invincible.
He's so spoiled.
Yeah, how do you make a game where you can be that invincible and make it a challenge and make it?
I'd like to see
engaging?
Rocksteady
Give him
try.
depression.
Yeah,
But
you could be on a Krypton planet, you know. Where you just-
No, you give him the worst thing that humans could ever have.
love.
Your company.
Sadness.
That is your
Superman is sad. Is it? Are you feeling sad right now? Are you 50% sadder that I'm sitting across from you?
100% because you're both sitting here.
Quickly give him the sad. Give him the big
I've been a
sad.
bit of a Batman kick lately. I put it up. I bought a load of graphic novels
Oh, nice.
for twice the price they were on Amazon because I had to buy them for Waterstones. But
What? Why did
Yeah,
you just
the-
buy them off Amazon?
because I saw them and I went, ooh, I want these.
So you watered stones?
I wanted stones. But I've been reading a lot of Batman and I started up Arkham City again on the Xbox for like 10 minutes and I was like, this game doesn't look great.
No.
Like, it's so
Buggy?
fuzzy.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's probably that port that people were complaining about, but I was thinking about skipping that and going to Arkham Knight because I kind of know what happens in Arkham City anyway.
Yeah.
Have you not got the remaster?
For Arkham City,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one.
That's
I'm
what you
saying.
explained, yes.
It
You
was
think
fuzzy.
it was fuzzy?
Yeah.
It, was,
Arkham,
it looked weird,
yeah.
man.
Arkham City, see if you play it on the Game Pass for it, you'll see it, because I booted up Arkham Asylum and it looks really good.
Like, I played them when they first came out, and I played Return to Arkham. I bought Return to Arkham
It's
years ago, but
it's
Yeah.
a known issue with the.
It's weird, man.
remaster.
I never
I
saw
honestly,
it.
see if you go back and see the comparisons, it's very...
They run worse than the Xbox 360
you know what?
versions.
I actually don't remember at all. There's like, what is it? Arkham Asylum, Arkham City,
Origins.
Origins.
and then Arkham Knight. I don't remember Arkham Origins at all.
It's
It
a shit
wasn't
game,
made
that's
by
why.
Rocksteady. I heard it wasn't shit.
I think we got in this.
I
didn't
definitely
like
played it. I'm 100% sure I played it because I looked it up and I saw like progress. I've got all these achievements. I just
Deadshot
don't remember this at all.
It's
Is that
maybe-
the
Deathstroke, and then it's like, oh, it's Black
Black-
Skull, and
Black
it's like,
Skull.
no, it's not,
Oh,
it's
was
the
that
Joker,
that
and you're like,
Oh, was that one?
that's why I stopped playing it. I was
So
like,
what
the
was
fucking
Arkham
Joker.
Knight?
Cheers
again,
for
you
ruining
fucking-
Yeah.
What do you mean, Cheers for Ruin? It's a fucking shit game.
It's not a shit game.
Have you played it?
No.
Shit game.
It's more of the same.
I heard
it is more of the same.
That's what I heard people say.
just buggy.
It's like City. It's like Arkham City.
It is literally more of
It's
the same.
buggy because they used the Arkham City build.
Yeah.
But
then
Arkham Knight was buggy as fuck,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
lost
but-
a fucking 53% save file because it saved constantly, but like when you're
Did
on
it
a
not wait?
rooftop or whatever,
Yeah,
like, you could hear conversations going on,
It's the bat.
but that counts as it
Saving. Yeah.
So if you quit, basically at any time, because there's always something going on.
Yeah. There's
If
always
you
someone
quit,
talking.
you're quitting while there's a save going on, so you lose your whole fucking.
Did they
save
fix
file.
it eventually?
I think so.
But I was still raging.
No, half the game complete. Like you probably did all the Riddler trophies and shit like that while
I
playing.
didn't know. I left that till the end.
very
That was
end.
so fucking annoying.
Did you ever finish it?
I did. Yeah.
So did you really love your fight with the Riddler? And you're like, well, that was.
No,
shite.
it was absolute shit. It was so underwhelming.
Oh,
man. After all that,
what was the
bullshit,
best fight in that game? Oh, Deathstroke. See when you're fighting the tank, and then you're like, yeah, 1-on-1, and no, shite as well.
It was a bit underwhelming.
It was a very lackluster. Honestly,
Not
Hugh.
to take it away from you.
I'm still gonna play it.
I know, definitely
But
play it.
I found out because I was looking up the Arkham games, and Arkham VR was
that was fun.
part of it, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
having played Arkham VR, I was like, right, where does that fit in? And supposedly it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare Bruce Wayne had between
Who's Bruce Wayne?
That's just
City and Arkham Knight.
Who's Bruce Wayne?
It's Batman.
Fuck.
I thought it was Brian Wyland.
Who's that?
I thought it was Bruce
How the
Wayne.
fuck do you know who Batman is?
Because he hails everyone.
I'm Batman.
I just thought it was like just completely not canon at all. Like
No, it's maybe a nightmare he had after he got infected with a
Joker
Riddler-
virus?
that's
Joker virus.
that's how they make it non-canon.
Because
That's
supposedly you hear an alarm clock, and you hear voices saying "Wake up, Bruce! Wake up, Bruce!"
Yeah.
I didn't like. I love
That's
the VR.
their way of just saying like we don't want to actually put.
It was
this
just a bit
in
of
the
fun
game.
for them.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I
absolutely.
absolutely
Just to
loved that
test-
VR game.
Yeah, it was great.
Like,
Wasn't it made me buy VR.
It was. I mean, I think that may have actually been the first VR game that I bought,
Yeah.
and it's still probably top 3 or
If I'm
top
showing
VR.
people VR,
top
that's
3
the game.
VR games that I've played. Yeah,
That's
no,
the game I'd
definitely.
give people. Remember,
Yeah.
we were at EGX, and it was the first time I was ever using. You weren't. Oh, you weren't here.
No.
You weren't there. It was I went with Ross the first year, and VR was not out yet.
It
But
was
they
in
were-
its infancy.
yeah, they were doing their showcase, and you had to sign up for it. And Ross signed up for any game, but I was like, no, I'm playing Batman. Like I'll wait.
Goddamn Batman.
I'll wait like 20 minutes and play Batman.
Yeah, worth it.
He played Riggs.
Oh man.
Ha ha ha.
I played
That
Riggs.
was-
That was my
I
first
hate-
experience for it.
That was Riggs is awful because
That
you
made
get
fun-
you
yeah.
get sickness. You get
Yeah.
like
They shoot you up in the
motion
air and you look down. You're like fuck, and you're
I
like,
just
yeah.
don't like those kind of games anyway.
It's not a
big
great
on
game.
mech.
I did,
Yeah.
yeah. I did have fun with it. I actually
Right.
bought it and did play the game and really enjoy it.
I'm just not a fan
got
of
it for
mech
free.
games. I've never been a fan of mech games.
But when I went to the guy for Batman VR, the headphones was the official PlayStation ones, but with Batman ears. I was like, this is badass.
Yeah.
But then like I put everything on, and I was like, well, this is really fucking cool because I didn't expect VR to be that good.
Yeah.
And then like
So immersive.
the first part of Batman VR is you on a ledge. And like
Yeah.
I looked over the edge, and he nudged me. And I nearly fell, and he's like, "Haha, sorry." I'm like, "Fuck off,
You
man."
fucking will be.
That's
like,
funny,
I
but
played the first part of Batman VR, and it was where you drop into the Batcave and you put on the bat suit and stuff, and you're like, I was like, "This is amazing."
please tell me you did the sexy dance.
I did a dance
yeah,
in front of
yeah.
her. You did
Never
it,
gonna give
But
you.
honestly, like, see that bit where you start going down in the wee elevator?
You
You
feel
feel
it.
You feel like you're
It's awesome.
in an elevator.
And when
man,
you're
like,
looking around at the Batcave and you see the giant T-Rex and stuff like that, you're like, "Oh, this is actually amazing."
Did you do like the character models and go right up to Harley?
I don't think
I
you
bet you
could
did.
go that far.
I bet you did.
Did not like it?
Zoom
Yeah,
right
it's-
in on that.
Call
yeah.
me Mr. J.
But after, because you only get like
A couple
5-10
minutes,
minutes,
yeah.
I took off and I knew right there, I'm buying this VR as soon as I
You
can.
motherfucker, you got
I know
me.
you got me.
You got me, boy.
PlayStation got me. I think that's why they had so many like
Proofs.
VR systems there because
Yeah.
they're like they know that people have to try it. They'll love it once they try it.
Yeah.
One of my first VR experiences, it was actually with what's the one in the was it the Oculus,
Oculus
on the
Rift.
PC?
Yeah.
and it was the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But
You mean the Spider-Man thing?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I could.
The human
I can say
spider.
that fine. Spider-Man.
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 To
Was that the
remember.
Spider-Man Homecoming thing?
Yeah, that one's pretty good as well.
I think I
actually.
did VR before that, but I
I
remember.
wish they
it was-
released a bigger.
Yeah,
game.
It was Ross and I that went this, and I remember I was holding the because it's much smaller controls in your hands, rather than like the whole Move controller in the PlayStation. But I went on it, and the guy was like grabbing my hands, and he was like, "You're Spider-Man, man. Turn them around," and he was like telling me like, "No, you need to put your hands like this, like, with the two fingers in the middle down," and he was like, "Be Spider-Man." I was like, "Right, calm down, man." Right? I played VR before. Like, just
Well,
fucking
actually,
settle.
I'm not actually Spider-Man. I get that.
Yeah. I know this isn't real, man.
I like the Homecoming demo. I've not played the.
Oh, it's so
We were
better.
because you were talking about that last time about the other
Yeah,
demo where
the
you can
Far
swing
From
for
Home
it.
demo. You can actually just swing about.
Can you download it with a UK account? You know, American.
No, an American.
Well, when I had to, it was a US one. I don't know if they've brought it to the UK now, but it takes 2 minutes to make a US account. You can, like, I say you can swing about New York. There's loads of buildings. There's no cars, no people around that. But it's still fun to swing about.
Just have a good time.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
I think it's on my list.
Yeah.
So
I think it's time to spark a weekend.
Oh,
Spark a can. We're going to go on to like movies.
Movies, TV shows?
Yeah.
Movies and TV shows.
Oh, that did sound really nice.
Ooh.
That's what we call a segue.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the movie spark.
We have to start with the biggest movie of the year. And the one that Dom decided he wasn't going to see until after the podcast.
I'm seeing it tomorrow. No,
spoiler, it's the Joker.
Well, it's called Joker,
it's
isn't
not
it?
a spoiler telling people the name of the movie.
Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker.
Fuck.
What?
That's like saying Bruce Wayne is Batman.
You know, I
saw the film and I didn't even make that connection.
I have some strong opinions that I know you're going to disagree with.
So, for this part of the podcast, I'm actually going to go to the toilet, and hopefully the next couple of minutes.
We'll have a couple of minutes chat, me and Hamish.
Yeah, and then, because obviously, like, I don't want to get spoiled on this, because I do want to see it, and then
if
we'll
you
come
still
back
want
to
to
it
get
next
spoiled,
time.
skip ahead.
5 minutes.
I'll put a mark. I'll put it in the bio. I'll put it in the bio where the spoiler is.
Cool. So,
okay,
I'll be back in a couple of minutes, boys.
Let's set a timer and we'll...
No, that's fine. When I edit it, I'll just figure it out. Anyway, it's trash, Hamish. It's a trash heap of a film.
You're a fucking trash heap of a person.
Look who's talking.
That's why we're friends.
Right, are you going to stand outside the door?
No. Right, Dom is away, so
Right.
we can talk about him.
Joker, spoiler discussion, because there's only one way to talk about this film. Right.
You've been warned.
Right. My first thing is, you could remove every Batman reference from this film and it wouldn't make a difference.
Well, there wasn't that many Batman references.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
you saw a young Bruce Wayne.
I think that was totally not needed. I don't think Bruce Wayne should have been in this film.
I think it was more to, like, obviously, there's the whole, is Joker Batman's half-brother thing, like, which then they eventually kind of, well, they never disproved, because I think a lot of the film is up to interpretation, but they basically said, like,
his mother
he might be, but no, wait, he's not.
His mother had a lot of mental illness,
yeah,
and claimed that her son was Thomas Wayne's son.
Yeah, but then it turns out he was adopted.
It turns out he was adopted.
She
so
wouldn't
not even.
She didn't even know who the parents
She
were.
was just delusional, and she was in Arkham and stuff like that. And like, Joaquin Phoenix is amazing in this film.
See, but that's the thing though. Like, there's
also the characterization of Thomas Wayne is completely different than all the other sources, because Thomas Wayne is never ever shown as like a bad rich guy.
He's always a hero that's always,
he's on the side of the poor guy, even though that it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
but in this he plays just like a
not
caring rich guy. What the hell was that? The seat just moved.
He's just a rich.
He calls poor people or the protesters clowns, and that's
what sparks the kind of
the riots
uprising.
that happen.
Yeah.
And the Joker kills some looks like accountants, bankers, rich guys.
He kills
for
like
Thomas
3
Wayne.
yuppies that work for Thomas.
They might have been rapists as well. The kind of chat they were having was kind of like that.
Well, they were obviously harassing a woman on the subway. You know what I mean? Like,
they were dicks anyway.
You're meant. I think at that point you're meant to be like,
fuck these guys.
These guys are assholes. So, and that was something that you kind of got. Well, I kind of got through the whole film, was like, even though Joker is an absolute fucking psycho and you're not meant to identify with him or like, you kind of get this whole sympathetic nature of, like, you can see why he became the way he became.
Yeah, Batman and Joker is two people that had a lot of trauma and they just dealt with it differently. Yeah, so like, when I watched this, I was like, there's not a lot in here that adds to the Batman Joker lore, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Martin Scorsese film, pretty much.
I mean, have you ever
because
seen...
it's Taxi Driver, and
I was going to say, have you ever seen Taxi Driver?
And what's the other one he has? The comedian one?
The King of Comedy.
Might have been that. I can't remember.
There's a film, The King of Comedy.
It's Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Is basically, he's like a young
comedian,
up-and-coming comedian,
and he's not funny.
He's not right in the head, and he gets obsessed with a TV show host, which obviously Arthur Fleck or Joker does in this.
It takes a lot for them as well, though. Those films takes nearly everything from them. But I don't think this film is bad. It's still a great film. There was long periods in it that I thought were a bit boring, though. See, the middle part of the film, a lot of it, like, 2 people fell asleep next to me.
Really?
Yeah, like...
what kind of parts are you like?
See the middle, where he's trying to deal with everything, he's off his meds, and there's just long periods of him, and there's no dialogue or anything like that. Like, a lot of it was really cool. I was enthralled by Joaquin Phoenix every time he was on the screen, but this old man next to me fell asleep and started snoring, and his wife... I looked at him, and his wife just, like, nudged him and, like, gave him this evil look.
Your dirty look.
But after he woke up, I started laughing at that point, and, like, she was laughing, and, like, that totally took away from the film. But a guy in front of me also fell asleep, and I could hear him snoring as well. Like, it was the worst. I love the cinema, but I hate it when it's busy. It totally ruins it. The relationship part, I could see coming. Like, do you know where he meets this girl?
Zazie Beetz,
Is that who that is?
From
that's what it is.
Deadpool 2,
I knew I recognised that. That's not a real name, is it?
Well, that's what everyone knows it as, Zazie Beetz,
Yeah. So he's in a relationship with her.
You're led to believe that, you know, they're obviously together and stuff like that, and then
turns out he's as delusional as his mother, and he goes.
Well, we don't know that his mother's delusional.
I think that's the way the film goes, though.
Well, see, and I think Todd Phillips, the director, actually said this. Like, this film requires a lot of participation from the audience into interpretation and stuff like that. And in the flashback, when you see Joker's mum, and you know that she's obviously in Arkham, the psychiatrist is saying to her, like, well, we've got the papers here.
Yeah,
it's clearly, you know, your son was adopted, and she says
Thomas Wayne
could make that up, you know.
Yeah, because he's rich enough.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
yeah,
I think it is specifically made
to be ambiguous.
Ambiguous. Yeah,
I'm saying that right.
Ambiguous. Yeah, and I think that's part of the charm of it as well. You know, it is very much kind of.
Honestly, could have had no Bruce Wayne in this film, though.
Yeah,
I think obviously they're going to be opposites and enemies at one point.
Well, see, when the film was first announced, and you know, obviously, even like when it was released, was it DC Dark or something like that? It's like a new studio was specifically made to make standalones.
Right. Okay. So is this a standalone?
It was meant to be, but now there's talk about, like, Joaquin Phoenix has said, I would be up for a sequel. So, but then you think, you know, did they have that in mind when they introduced Bruce Wayne and they showed, you know, any kind of origin of him?
Yeah, I would like to see Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker again.
Batman is Robert Pattinson, like guy from Twilight.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I think he'd do alright.
I'm kind of mad that Batfleck never got another shot.
I think he did well, but to be honest, I remember hearing about Batfleck quitting, and
he wasn't happy with the quality.
Aye, so you know, I don't think he'd be happy to do it anyway. Maybe if he saw Joker, he would be, because I honestly think it was a brilliant film.
This is obviously not meant to rival any Marvel film. It's not meant to go up against them and go, look, that's their version of this. So that's what they should do. Like, they've got stronger individual characters than Marvel do.
I think that was the intention with this DC Dark, it's called. Like, let's make some standalone films. Let's not try to
do Constantine again.
Oh, Constantine, yeah.
Do it with a blonde guy this time.
Well, have you seen the TV show Constantine?
No, I haven't.
The Arrowverse and that. Like, Matt Ryan plays him. Really, really good.
Huh?
Yeah, really good. Give that a watch. But
so how weird did you find Joaquin Phoenix's body in this film?
I know, he was so thin, man.
He was thin, and then see when he was trying to open his boot, and his back was like,
it didn't even look like his arms were in the right place. He was that thin. I remember reading something about it, and he was saying it felt like, obviously very hard to get down to that weight, but it also felt good. He felt like he could move his body in certain ways that he's never been able to move it before. And obviously, for anyone that's seen it, like he incorporates a lot of dancing, weird dancing.
Yeah, I like his dance,
and he felt like that really lended to that. You know what I mean? Like, but I think that's a good way of showing that, obviously the family basically they don't live in squalor, but they're
poor.
Aye, they're poor. You know what I mean? And
yeah, this is the first film where Gotham City actually felt like a shithole.
Yeah,
like a proper shithole before Batman came along and beat up all the thugs.
Yeah.
Do you know what gets me about this film? Right, everyone, the controversy obviously before it was about, it's going to be for incels, it's going to incite violence with young lonely guys and stuff like that. The film is not about him being young lonely. The film is about society not caring. Like when he goes to a psychiatrist or social worker or whatever it is, and she's like, we don't have the money anymore, we're shutting all this down.
Yeah.
And Thomas Wayne just calls people clowns because they want like investment in them. Like, so it's almost like a class film. It's about elites versus the people.
See, that's been one of the kind of criticisms about it, is like people have been saying, oh, this is a blueprint for a revolution of the lower classes and stuff like that. But I think they made it very clear, like obviously near the very end of the film, where Joaquin Phoenix goes on Robert De Niro's show. And he does it in his makeup, and obviously there's all these protests of people in clown makeup. And Robert De Niro's character, Murray, asks him, is this a political thing? And he says, no, I'm not political at all. I think, partly they said that because they didn't want, Joker's a bit chaos and he doesn't care about these kind of things, but also partly because they don't want there to be this kind of bandwagon of, let's rise up because of the Joker film, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't think he cared about the rising up. He just wanted to be seen, and like his stand-up comedy wanted to be appreciated. He wanted people to clap for him. He wanted to be part of something.
I absolutely believe that
that Joker did not care about what was going on.
But I believe what he said a few times in the film was, my mum always said I was here to spread joy and laughter and stuff like that. I really do believe that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is that's his goal. You know what I mean? Like he's not really caring about the whole.
Let's finish up by talking about the last part of the film where he gets interviewed. Like, that was tense.
Yeah.
See where he admits on TV, and like the Robert De Niro character starts asking him about it. That was some of the best acting. Like, Robert De Niro actually, done well in this film. I know he's not cared since the 80s, but like
Robert De Niro is one of my favourite actors. I think he's brilliant.
When he's in films now,
I know
he just kind of phones De Niro in.
He's done a lot of kind of,
But between De Niro and Joaquin Phoenix, and every time Joaquin Phoenix is on the screen, you are, because I think he's on.
You're enthralled. I
think he's on the screen 99% of the time. Like the camera's always on his face. It was excellent, and his wee speeches and his jokes and stuff like that. Everything was timed perfectly.
Yeah,
I loved that ending. It was great.
Yeah, Oscar winner, you think?
I don't care, if I'm honest. I like when people ask about Oscar winners, like probably because
there's a lot of shit that goes on with the Oscars, and
it's not about the best film. It's about the films that tick the right boxes.
Yeah, I think he'll win it. But what do you think about the very last scene
where he dances?
Where he's in Arkham, basically.
I honestly thought the film could have finished with him dancing on the car.
Yeah.
In Arkham, it was like adding that extra bit on to show you Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And I was like, the film didn't need that.
See, the way that I saw it was, it led to the whole, like, obviously the psychiatrist asks him when he's laughing, what are you laughing about? And it just kind of cuts from basically what he's seen to that scene of him laughing, and he says, oh, you wouldn't get it. I think that links to the subjective nature of who even knows what's real. Like, is he? Did any of this happen? You know what I mean?
Well, when the last scene is when he comes out and he's got bloody footprints and he's getting chased.
Yeah, so like, there's that assumption that he's killed her as well. You know what I mean? But I just think it's very much up for a lot of debate, and
it was like the film didn't know where to end though. Like it was like, alright, we need an ending scene now. But I liked the car. See when he was just on the car and he was like dancing and then people were like cheering for him. Like I thought that would have been a good ending.
That would have been a good ending. Yeah.
See when he was on we're just about to finish this, but see when he was on stage doing the stand-up comedy and like it bombed, I could feel that.
I was cringing hard.
I could feel it because I'd hate that feeling.
Aye, absolutely.
Anyway, that's our thoughts about.
When they get Dom back in,
and we'll have another discussion next time when Dom's actually seen it.
If anyone's been listening that hasn't seen it, sorry for spoiling it, but absolutely go and see it. It's spectacular in my opinion. I think it's brilliant, masterful performances from everybody. I think it's well worth
really
the
good.
Nice, that's a good description here.
Okay, Dom's back in the room.
Hey guys, you miss me?
No.
Every shot so far.
Right, Dom, tell us about what you've seen, which isn't as good as the Joker.
What isn't as good as the Joker? So, it was a lot of Netflix I've been watching for it. Finished off season 2 of Disenchantment.
Is that Matt Groening's
yep, his
Netflix show?
Netflix show.
Did you Netflix and chill, or did you just Netflix?
Netflix and chilled with myself, mate. It's,
obviously.
Yeah, I mean, look at my face. Cheers, guys.
We all looked away. We're like, look at
hey, what's that in the corner?
Tell us about
Disenchantment season 2. The first season was quite meh, very not funny,
bland,
quite very bland. The jokes
late
didn't
season
seem to
Simpsons,
like Hugh's face, bit bland.
I would say season 1 pain, sort of growth pains and that. Like it took a lot to sort of get
a lot of setting up.
Yeah, and then it sort of finished off too quickly for it. They had and then it just sort of petered out at the end. Was season.
Shut up and let him talk. You try to talk and you're just like, bland.
It's bland.
I haven't said that at all.
You did.
Okay, you did.
Let him talk. He's had 1.5 beers. He's getting antsy.
I'm organising these thoughts.
Fuck you. Season 2 starts off where the end of season 1 sort of left off with the town, the king sort of in disarray and that, and it's interesting what they do. They sort of start off really well. I laughed so much in the first episode than I did in the entire season 1. So they either changed up the writing or they had a lot of jokes left for season 2. They just went, Netflix will probably do us for a season 2, so let's just keep all the good material for that. And it works out really well. Eric Andre, brilliant as the wee demon guy. Billy West has his cameos and stuff like that as his characters. Bender is in it as well. John DiMaggio. Yeah. So you do get
nice.
a couple. Nice.
That's Marcus Phoenix, not Bender, mate.
I know. That's still Same John DiMaggio.
Nice.
Come on. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, worth a wee watch. Really enjoyed that, and also got to watch all of the new Archer. So it's Archer season 10.
God.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's 10 already, man.
That's crazy.
Shows don't usually get even on Netflix. Don't get anywhere near 10.
They get 3, 4 maybe.
It wasn't. How many shows did Archer have before they were picked up by Netflix? They were on FX.
FX. They were on for Fox for the longest time. Yeah. I don't think they were picked up by Netflix. I think it still is FX. They still do them.
Yeah.
But it's sort of got a cult following through Netflix. So one of the seasons they had to change their name from the company that they were, ISIS, because of a certain organisation that sort of happened. So
future planning.
So they ended up becoming they ended up becoming sort of guns for hire for a wee while. They did a whole sort of country style sort of one with one of the characters becoming a lead singer of a country band and then just sort of selling coke. It was really interesting for
it. Right, okay.
As you do, you know.
And then
Charlene.
Charlene. And then they became a detective agency, sort of doing
spy?
Yeah, he was a spy. That's what ISIS was before all that shit happened. So they had to change up the game.
I'm miles behind.
Yeah.
I was going to say, man, there's been a lot of seasons, a lot of shit happens. You know?
Alright.
So they start doing that, the detective one, and then that's where the big things happened in the last 3 seasons at least. Spoilers if you've not seen this, Archer goes into a coma.
Right.
And he starts having these crazy sort of dream seasons, as they call them. So the first one's like a noir sort of detective one. And then that's the one I was like, ugh, this is a bit
That's when
rough.
I lost interest. I was just...
Yeah. The next one from that, they jumped to an Indiana Jones one, which was actually a lot better for it. but still had a bit growing pains with that. And then this new one, it's Archer 1999, they've called it, and it's just a futuristic one that's in space. Okay. So it's just like one of they sort of like in the future 1999.
So
this one,
it's actually kind of an ongoing narrative.
Yeah.
Or is it like
so
just episodic? Like
it's an ongoing narrative. Isn't it?
So like how are they just like going like right, he's dreaming now, or he's in space,
because he's in a coma. Did you not listen to them?
Like
these are coma dreams.
So what happened is like in any time at the end of any of these dreams that he has, he dies.
Right. Okay.
So in the noir one, I'm sure like
he's not getting shot and fall in a pool or something.
No, that's how he ends up in the coma.
Yeah.
So
it's like they want to create different shows.
Yeah, I think it's because they were like, we can't keep doing this forever. We don't have these ideas. So let's try to do something else and keep it fresh.
Right. Okay.
You know, like how shows just really deviate from how they start.
Like our podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
A bit like Archer. But we do it in a shorter time.
And worse.
So,
much like Archer.
There we are. So every time he sort of dies or something happens to him, it jumps into a new season and it's a new sort of aesthetic and a new world that he's in. Pam always sort of seems to change. She's like a guy in the noir one, and she's like a warrior woman in the second one. In this one, she's like a big rock alien type thing.
Okay.
It's like, so it's like the characters all sort of basically stay kind of similar, but they all have like different wee character traits for it. Like Lana and Archer are always will they won't they sort of thing. Yeah. But yeah, I would say
you would get that if you saw that show.
Right, okay.
I would say season 10 is worth a wee bit of a watch, but yeah, that's what I've been watching for it as well. Other wee ones, movies and stuff. I rewatched Pulp Fiction quickly for the 25th year anniversary.
Classic.
And yeah, it still holds up for that. There is a great edited version of it on YouTube, which is 12 minutes in chronological order. So they actually play it the way it makes the most sense for it, instead of being chopped up. Right? And it's really funny. I was like
Quentin Tarantino hates that.
Well, he probably does actually. But that's still
this makes sense. How dare you?
You forget how good Bruce Willis is.
Yeah, when he tries.
Yeah, that was Die Hard 3. Bruce Willis, that's when that was about. They were starting to film that, and then Sam Jackson, that was his first leading role, and that's probably why he ended up in Die Hard 3.
I think these big actors get to a certain point, like we spoke about Robert De Niro, they get to a certain point of fame and success where, like, films after it, they're just like, hey, I'm just playing Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Or I'm just playing...
Jack Nicholson did that as well. I felt Jack Nicholson sort of became Jack Nicholson quite a lot.
I don't think I think it's more, like... They don't have engaging material.
They've done everything.
I think if an actor was given a script, like what's the new Scorsese film that's coming out?
Is it the one with like
the Irishman?
Yeah, the Irishman.
Called?
I think it's called The Irishman because it's basically got Al Pacino,
De
Niro.
Like, I've got high hopes for that. You know what I mean? But I think
what's his name from Everyone Loves Raymond? Isn't it?
Ray Romano.
Yeah, he's playing like the lawyer guy. He's like you're like fuck man, Raymond's got an old man. Holy shit! What's he usually sound? He sounds like Kermit the Frog, doesn't he?
Sounds like the mammoth from Ice Age.
Exactly, it is.
I know.
What's the white Mrs. name again?
The what?
He's Mrs. and Everyone Loves Raymond.
Oh, I've never seen Everyone.
The Deborah. There's a Deborah. Hi ho.
But no, like I think of an actor, you know, is given a challenging or like an engaging script. That'd be fine. But most actors these days
just collecting checks.
I mean, like, and fair enough, they might be good films, but if they don't feel invested in it, they're obviously just going to phone in.
Yeah.
Guys, I've got an idea for our first major YouTube video.
Okay.
It's Rambo Last Blood.
Hold on, I think we already had.
I was going to say we've
major
got a YouTube video with 88 views.
Major.
How can you make it major, Hugh?
We'll all be in it.
Major Hugh, Major Hamish, and Major Dom.
We have actually got a podcast called Rambo Last Blood.
I think it'll be such a mess of a film that we could break it down and make it hilarious. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be an old man stabbing people coming after him to put him in an old folks. I'm like, Mr. Stallone, get into the whole.
Why are you going to stab people here?
Oh no, I'm not old. Dom's older than me.
Yeah, but you look
older than me. You look older than me.
Anyway,
you look older than the time.
Where were we? Anyway,
I was
Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Pulp Fiction was fun. Good wee watch. Still holds up, but that's mostly like Quentin's work's really good for it.
Yeah.
You know, I say Quentin because I know him personally.
You and
know,
Quentin.
Big Quentin.
Big Quentin, you know.
Again, like big foot fetish Quentin.
Yeah, honestly, man, you see that in Pulp Fiction that as well. You're just like you see in every movie. Oh man, it's very good for it. But it's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I got to see that as well. Really enjoyed that. The whole Manson bit and that. I was like, yeah, fucking.
Yeah, we may wait years for these films. Tarantino films, like 5 years in between every one, but
I mean, they're good.
Everyone's great, eh?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a bad Tarantino movie, and I'm grateful that I get a chance to see some of them in the cinema. I would love to see Pulp Fiction in the cinema and Reservoir Dogs in the cinema.
Yeah.
Glad I got to see a few, like, Kill Bill 1 and 2.
I think I've seen Kill Bill in the cinema.
Yeah.
I remember like 2001 or something.
Yeah, I remember.
I was only like 13 though. I probably shouldn't have.
I remember going.
It wasn't that long ago.
I remember going in with my brother because he managed to get me in for it. So, I remember that black and white like moment and just fucking because like he was real. That's like that fucking anime shit you watched though. Like cheers.
You know, in the name of the gang in Kill Bill, Crazy 88, only 44 of them. Ridiculous. Want my money back?
Well, see, it's because do you know why? It's like
they've just got
because the
two personalities.
The eight's supposed to be on its side, so it was the Crazy Infinity.
Crazy Infinity. Apparently, it was just they thought that was a cool name.
Yeah,
right.
Quite sounds good. It's a good name, but
Crazy it's a cool name, isn't it?
Crazy 8.
Crazy. It just it flows.
Crazy 44 doesn't really,
Yeah.
There's one for that as well.
No one takes a Crazy 44 seriously.
Crazy 8. Oh.
Sorry, is this an area code for the UK?
So that's why I watched up. Got up to, man. It was good.
That's quite a lot as well. That's 2 seasons and a film. That's more than I've watched. Hamish, you been watching anything?
No.
Fair enough. And that's the end of it.
I saw it too.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say, honestly. I mean, it's if you've seen
a
the
million
original,
hours long.
No, I mean it's like 2.5 hours long. If you've seen it, like the original one, like the Tim Curry one, it's the same basic idea. Honestly, I think the original was better because
it was concise.
You could suspend the disbelief of there's these young actors that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Whereas in the second one, you've got James McAvoy, you get Jessica Chastain, you get Bill Hader and stuff like that, and not to take away from their performances, but you're like, oh, that's them, you know. Like, I mean, it was cool. I'm not a big horror movie fan in general.
Yeah,
like seems like it's left you indifferent.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's the
worst film I think.
Yeah. You don't emote anything from it. You feel just.
Yeah. I saw, like Dom was saying, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah. That didn't make you feel indifferent.
No, it was good.
I like the cameos and all that.
It's definitely, it was cool seeing some of the cameos. Definitely not his best work. No. It was alright. It was kind of weird. Like
I think it's one of the ones. It's like I put it towards like Inglourious Bastards for it. I remember coming out of the cinema going, "What the fuck was that I watched?" But after another watching of it, another viewing of it, I was like, "No, that was actually really good." So
he likes flamethrowers now, doesn't he?
I would put Inglourious Bastards above Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, definitely.
I want to watch it again. I love the late 60s, early 70s like look.
Yeah, it's quite cool, isn't it?
It felt kind of like a love letter to that era. Like, he obviously must have grown up watching. Like, obviously, there's like a Bruce Lee cameo and stuff like that, and
makes him look kind of stupid.
Superman,
but it was just weird. Like Margot Robbie's character, who's advertised as basically one of the main characters, she literally only, has any interaction with one of the main characters, like at the very end of the film. It's just. I don't know.
But that's what Quentin does usually.
Yeah,
I
know.
It's not just maybe like a tribute to her, like because obviously she died in a pretty horrific way.
I know, but it's just a weird. I don't know, like why
have
involve her so much and make her so prominent, or at least make her seem so prominent in the trailers and all that kind of thing. Maybe because it's Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
And I think you definitely just wanted to see her feet because that scene where she goes to the cinema and puts her feet up.
Yeah.
I was like, you just hired her to see her feet, didn't you?
You son of a bitch.
It was alright, and obviously we've talked about Joker. That's pretty much it that I've seen.
And you're looking forward to it coming out?
I was going to say like the new Harley Quinn for it, like the trailers have been dropping from that. Birds of Prey does look interesting.
It looks good, doesn't
I'm looking forward to the new Terminator movie.
Fate,
I'm
yeah.
kind of looking forward to it as well because I
done
saw
well.
Genesis and I'm not big into the Terminator series, but I like that one better than I liked. Is it what was Salvation?
Salvation, yeah, that's
I
the
like
one
that
with
one, yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
But this one looks interesting.
Yeah.
I'll go see it anyway because
So-
we've got them unlimited cards.
Yeah, we do have him. Come on, hurry up, Cineworld sponsor us.
Sponsor us
We
now.
need it now. We need that Cineworld money.
I think Star Wars is coming.
Yeah, that's,
Have you seen it? No, Hugh.
Me? Nah.
Yeah, we've seen Joker. For it.
Seen
I mean, I'm
Joker,
looking forward to seeing that as well. Get to see
I
that
haven't.
soon.
There's
So.
not been a lot out. See, well, it's like
Yeah,
it's been a
lull in it.
yeah.
which
Well,
is
we
strange.
felt that we were wasting our time going because I think the only film that came out was Rambo,
Yeah,
and like I cannot convince Sinead to go see that.
Was it Hambo? Yeah.
Hambo.
No, you're not. Huh?
Hambo, less blood.
Well, on the next podcast, I'll probably talk about Joker.
Oh,
I want
for
a longer time.
to hear Dom's thoughts
Yeah.
on
Okay,
it. You know
fair
what I
as
mean?
well.
Like,
Well, we'll talk about it for a longer time because I'm probably going to go see it again, and I'll probably get more crystallised arguments about how I feel
Yeah.
about it.
Okay, I'm in
Um,
for that as well. So,
So we have this new part because we actually have people who listen.
oh man, it's crazy.
We asked for questions.
Yes, we did. We asked it on our Instagram at Patches
we got
Unofficial.
some really good ones.
Yeah,
By really good ones, I mean one good one.
and the rest are quite
Ridiculous.
crazy for that.
That's some guy.
No,
Dom,
I'm sorry. I want all of these questions answered.
Okay,
Right, okay.
no problem.
Dom,
so-
would you like to read out the first question?
So the first question that I see here is, who's the biggest shagger?
Oh, well, hands down, it's got to be me.
How?
Because he shags.
Aye.
A shagger doesn't mean someone that's in a committed relationship,
I do. It's pretty consistent.
is it though?
Aye, I'm 9 years in, mate. It's got to book that shit in.
9 years in.
9 years.
8.5. 8.5. Aye.
Oh, that's what I've got.
I'm pretty sure that's when shagging goes way downhill, is it not?
No, we're still young.
Oh, just when you get married, then it goes downhill.
Yeah.
There it is with it. Next question. Japan style. It's not
Yeah,
much of a question.
That's a great question, Jason.
Yeah, I know it was
Japan
Jason.
style.
Jason just making a statement.
Yeah.
How can you interpret that question? What does
Japan
that
style. Question Japan
mean? What do you
style.
think you meant?
We dress up as anime characters and
I
answer
feel like
questions.
I feel like we're in Planet of the Apes and we're trying to decipher what Caesar is saying. Japan style.
Who's that? Ape strong together.
Jason is a gorilla.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
So what did he mean from this?
I have no
Japan
idea.
style.
dress up as
Dress
anime
up.
characters and
Maybe.
answer questions.
I guess so.
No.
Next one. How does Dom and Hugh cope knowing that Hamish is the funny / handsome / smartest one?
That is a good question.
I wonder who asked that one.
That's a good question. Hello, viewer.
I can't cope. I cry myself asleep every night thinking about it. It keeps me awake going, damn, why is he so handsome and funny? And he's also so smart.
Makes sense.
All those words with Hamish's name next to it.
La 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 la. We're just gonna call you.
Hugh,
Oh,
what's your
damn
response?
it! Hugh's edited this one.
Nah, I'm
He doesn't.
anything to make him feel better.
Thank you for your question, viewer.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
14
14, that's a good one.
14 what?
woodchucks.
What kind of units are you talking about?
Chucking wood.
No, it's not woodchucks. It's how much wood?
Would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could
Logs.
chuck wood?
14 wood is not
Logs.
14 logs. How big are these logs?
14
Are
by
they as
6.
big as the ones that Captain America had?
Are
And
these
it was just
cave-
ripped apart. It was like, ugh. I bet it was awesome.
That was a show of alphaism.
Oh,
There,
was
wasn't
it?
it? It was just
It's
like
fuck you, Tony.
I can rip you apart if I want to.
Rip you in half like a phone book.
it's also that's as dumb as the last question.
I wonder who asked that one. Okay, we'll get to that.
Sorry, Hamish.
We'll get into a serious one. This is from Andy, who says, "What is the worst game you guys have ever played?"
Oh,
Which is actually
worst game.
the worst game.
That's a tough one, actually.
it's probably going to have to be a game, a bad game you've put a good couple of hours into.
Yeah, I know exactly which one.
If you've got
I've
one,
gone for it.
you start because I'm thinking
What's that game?
it's going to happen a lot in this bit.
It's like a 360 one, and it's you. Man, I don't even know how to describe it because it's so weird. But there's like a wall, and there's cubes, and you need to climb up these walls.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Catherine?
You think Catherine's the worst game you've ever
It
played?
wasn't terrible, but I would just.
Did you play it because of the scantily clad
I
women?
played it because it was Games of Gold, but
Yeah.
it's just it wasn't the worst game. It was just the first game that I could think of. It was like not great. Like not so much not great. It was just what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And the gameplay was a bit repetitive. I'm sure I could probably think of something worse, but that's the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard question because if you play a bad game, you usually
You stop playing it.
Yeah.
you put it down.
I put a couple of hours into a game, and the only reason I bought the game is because Dave Mustaine from Megadeth did the soundtrack for some of it.
What
It was called Never Dead.
Never Dead. I've never.
Yeah.
heard of that.
Oh my god, this game was rotten. So you basically play a guy that can never die, and the only way that he dies, or the game gets over, is he gets eaten by a creature and his head just slowly dissolves, but he keeps regenerating, so he just is in this pit for like the rest of his life for it.
Oh,
He
right.
said, so you would get blown apart, but you could just roll around as your head for it and pick up your remains and
What's
stuff
this
like that.
on?
It was on the 360. I remember playing on 360. I think it's on the PS3 as well.
I've honestly
But,
never. heard
oh
of it.
my god, that game was fucking bad. Controlled bad.
Fun to me.
No, it's fucking rotten. It
Was
was.
the soundtrack good though?
There was only just the one song that they got called Never Dead.
Did you complete it?
No, I played a couple of hours of it and I went, this game is fucking rotten, and all you hear is Dave Mustaine going, nye, and I'm like, right, no, I'm fucking
That
getting
sounds like
this.
every Megadeth song I've ever heard.
That's true, it's most Negative songs like that. But that was possibly one of the worst games I played, up there beside Ninja Gaiden 3. But then it was more because I liked the other Ninja Gaiden games, and Ninja Gaiden 3 did QTEs
It wasn't
over it.
bad. It was just not as good as the last ones.
Yeah.
I actually
expecting it, yeah.
just thought of one.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
And, it's from fucking years ago. Do you remember when you used to go to the video shop and rent
Blockbuster,
games?
mate.
A Blockbuster or
actually in the Barton it was Global
Video. Yeah.
No, we had a Blockbuster,
Well,
Well,
and then we had a Global Video.
where did we have Blockbuster?
The same place that Global Video was.
Really? I can't.
I don't remember.
being
Was that a
Blockbuster.
was that
Back in the
Blockbuster?
day, yeah, very, 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 very long ago.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
Blockbuster, and then it was Global Video.
Oh, that's
Well, I
crazy.
moved here a wee bit later, so
Yeah.
I might not be there.
I remember
But, like-
seeing my corner shop actually had videos for it as well.
I
It
was like,
so
I
good
thought
for
you
it.
were going to go off thing. I'm trying to
No,
see my
sorry,
damn
continue.
game, though.
Anyway, Hugh, continue. Don't give me that look, son.
I know, I give that a look. My game is Mario's Time Machine.
Oh my god, Mario's
Like-
Time Machine?
I think
For
I
the
played that
SNES.
on an emulator.
For maybe 5 minutes before you turned it off.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
I love Mario. Right, I've always loved Mario. I've played them NES, whatever.
Who is this Mario?
He's Super Mario, mate.
Ah.
Call him by his
Assuming
full
he's
title.
Italian.
I thought his name was Super Mario Mario.
That's all I
Super
get
Mario
from his
Mario.
name.
But right, you know what it was like.
It's going places.
You go at the weekend, your mum and dad are buying, renting videos.
You get 2 days to play this.
Yeah.
And you put some serious hours in.
It's a lot of pressure. You're like, God, I've got to pick a good game. I've got to pick one now. And I'm like,
if
Mario.
I pick a shit game, I'm stuck with this for
2 days.
the whole weekend.
And you're raging with yourself.
Yeah.
So I saw Mario and I was like, fucking Mario has never let me down. That cunt let me down, man. The game is a learning game.
Yeah.
And it's about like going back in time, but you don't even have, it's not even real levels.
I do remember that.
And
Yeah.
you have to it's like, I don't know, like classical times, and it's a bit like Mozart and stuff like that, and you have to like fill in like the answers, and then there's
Yeah.
like a level, like I think between levels you
Yeah.
go into like a surfing bit,
Yeah. It's
and
weird.
like
As you do.
I couldn't get it, and I tried, I put so many hours in, and I hated it so much, and I've seen it because I collect games now, and I'm like, I'm not buying you.
Out of that reason
Fuck you,
for
game.
it. Yeah. No, I can remember that.
That made me so angry.
There's a few other games that I've played that have been quite rubbish for it, but most of them are like cheap sort of games for it that we'd get on the Xbox Arcade. If you remember playing them for it,
Yeah.
Xbox. But they were all indie games. You can't really shit on them for it as
I know,
well.
I can guarantee you there's been a ton of games that I've played that have been worse.
But you
But
just
I can't remember them because
turn
I
them off?
literally just I turned them
Never,
off and-
Never Dead always comes up in the conversation for me for it because I was like, you were expecting something because I'm sure it was made by Konami as well.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So you're thinking, oh, it's a Konami game. But this is like or Metal Gear and stuff before they went, oh, we're just going to do pachinkos now.
they went through a period of being absolute shit though, didn't
Yeah, they were juggernauts for a while, and then when
Oh
the
wait,
PES games
actually, I
came
need
as well.
to change my answer. Any Dragon Ball Z game ever. ever.
Oh,
Cut podcast over.
podcast is now over. That's it. That's it.
That's a good question, I like
Hamish
that.
died on the way back to his
That
home
was a good
planet.
question. Now,
Thank you very much,
I'm
guys,
sure
for
I
the
Should
questions.
we get more questions?
I
Yeah,
could
we
probably
thought so.
think of more games that I fucking hate.
That's the thing,
but-
that's a question that you need to think about.
Hey,
like,
Batman and Robin for the PS1.
Oof.
how
Oh,
dare you?
I remember.
That is
That.
a god awful game.
Any
Do you remember Batman and Robin from the Mega Drive?
I loved that, mate.
Yeah, I
fucking
remember
loved
that.
it. In fact, I played
That's
that.
expensive now, by the way.
I played that like
I
a
had
year
that.
ago.
Holy shit!
Me and my brother played that like a year ago. We
Like the
got really
Batman
far.
and Robin, like the TV show, the cartoon show.
No, not that one. It was
No,
the one, the
Batman
movie.
Returns.
Oh,
yeah.
the movie,
But
the
they
movie
had
one's not worth a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie. No, the movie one that had
That's Returns.
you had like the
That's
new
what
suits, but when you played Robin, they played in this like Robin outfit. It was weird, like the old Robin outfit with the cape and stuff. It was really weird.
Wait, we get like there's Batman and Robin, the Joel Schumacher film,
Yeah.
and then there's Batman and Robin, the animated TV show.
So it was Batman, Robin, the Schumacher
And
one.
the Schumacher
Right.
one I'm thinking of.
the Schumacher one isn't expensive and it's trash.
Yeah, it's trash.
That's Batman
It
Returns, which
wasn't
is the one
great,
before.
but it was fun.
It was
If you know what I
fun.
mean? Like it was
Bad fun.
it was shite, but it was-
Remember you tried to get down the hole and it took you like fucking
My
50 years?
God, that was ridiculous, man.
I
Like,
think the PS1 game's different, right? Because
Yeah.
it's a 3D open world game for the PS1,
Yeah.
and like it's awful. It's slow. You can't get through levels and stuff like that. It's not even a beat 'em up.
It's nothing for
It's
it.
fucking. I bought it and I put it in, and I was like, "This is recently. This was like a year ago," and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll get to play some retro Batman and Robin." Fucking threw that shit out.
Oh man, gave it as well. But yeah, like that was a good question.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
So if you got any other questions, you can send us an email to patchersonofficial@gmail.com.
Or better yet, just send us a DM on Instagram at Patches Unofficial.
Or you know what, guys?
Oh, what?
And I am revealing the secret. You can go on to www.patcherson.com and send us a message there.
Really?
Yes,
Wait, what?
I bought us a website, yes.
What's on it?
Oh, obviously. Oh, I see this.
All of our podcast. It's not up yet
Oh, okay.
because they thought I was a fraud.
Oh, is that
And
why
they-
you were
and
saying you
they-
needed to send the nudes?
They
I was
asked me
like,
to
oh,
send,
okay.
no, they asked me to send a picture and made sure it wasn't nude.
Okay.
As if they expected me to send a nude.
Do you know what's
photo.
amazing? Someone's done that.
Nah,
That's probably why
oh,
they
yeah,
had to put
that's
the
why
one.
that's why that, you know, like,
They had to put that sign there because of me.
send a picture of your, you know, your credit card, and someone's obviously just got a credit card, and then the dick flapped on the table next to it, you know. Like,
Yeah.
But like, very, very soon you will be able to get all of our podcasts, all of our social media links, all of our YouTube videos and stuff
Nice.
like that,
And nudes.
and a contact form. Yep, some nudes as well. You know, if you know
Yeah.
if you know where to go on
Just get your
Patterson.com.
credit cards out if you know what I mean.
credit cards and dicks.
That's awesome.
Thanks for that news, Hamish.
We'll talk about design.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. You can also get us on Twitter at Patcherson.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to figure out this Twitter thing.
We're also on Facebook
Ah.
if you want to look for us there, Patches Unofficial as well.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of likes. Actually.
Yeah, we're getting
A lot
there
of likes.
for it as well. I've also got it sharing like when our streams are going up as well, which we're trying to make it more of a schedule. I'm trying to do maybe a Tuesday between 9 to midnight, just depending what games it are. Generally, it'll be me working through Kingdom Hearts at the moment.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll do most nights between 9 and midnight.
Yeah.
Like, I say most nights. I don't put a date on it yet. Like, because we're going away soon, I don't want to set a time.
Yeah.
A time we're going to do it.
But once we get in the
Uh,
swing of things, we'll try that.
Yeah, we will have a
We'll
schedule eventually.
we'll put
I'll
one
do
up.
it. I'll do it whenever I'm not, you know, drunk in
Yeah.
the pub, basically. So it's not much, you know. Like, so look out for these. Maybe once a month.
We'll be on Instagram anyway.
Yeah, we'll throw up.
And we'll probably all play separate things, and then one night we'll have a combined stream.
Yeah, some drinking game and
Yeah, do maybe some Mario Kart.
Yeah,
guys?
Mario,
But
and I'm
some-
thinking PSVR.
Yeah.
But what to do is go onto the Instagram, Patcherson Official, and put on those post notifications, story notifications. That'll keep you up to date.
Yeah.
Send us abuse if you want. We like that too.
Yeah,
More
send,
questions?
send us
Specifically
questions,
to Dom.
anything you want us to talk about
Why me?
in particular. Like,
Yeah.
anything
No, yeah,
like that.
anything that you like, anything to do with movies, games, culture, pop culture, anything.
If you want to slag Hugh or Dom, that's fine. Anything that you say slagging me is going to go straight to the junk mail, so don't even bother. Like, just,
Right. I think that's us done for
Yeah, that's
tonight,
good.
and
Good
it's
catch.
actually recorded, so
Oh shit!
we're gonna head off, and we'll probably catch you just before we go away to Japan.
Yeah.
Hamish will do his. Are you doing a one-man show?
I am doing a one-man show.
Oh.
I'm excited. Actually, that's a
Sounding
good opportunity. You
the
need to send in your
clown.
questions, because what the fuck else am I going to talk about?
You could be like Bill Burman.
Send
Give me
in.
some questions.
Bill
Thanks.
Burman.
You need to hear from Hamish. Anything, just anything you want.
Aye, literally, it doesn't need to be questions. Doesn't need to be about games. Just anything. We'll just go fucking wild, guys.
Let's go.
Right, and
Yeah.
we're not even here to control how much he drinks. So,
so it's going to be mental.
Yeah. Right, okay. See you next time. Okay, that's a bye from Hamish.
Bye, everyone.
And a bye from Dom.
See you later, guys.
Bye.